It's your turn to be the game master. How do you keep all the lore, monsters, and treasures straight? Introducing the Beadle and Grimm's Game Master's Journal. Start by choosing your cover art, add text to remind you why you play, then plan your adventures with over 200 pages for character backstory, encounters, session logs, and more. When the campaign is over, you'll have a record of your character's bravery, cowardice, or both. Probably both.
Everyone, welcome. It's Band of Badgers time, and here is our continuation of our Dragonlance story. We've got loads of things going on. As always, at the same time, I've got stuff going over here, I've got stuff going over there. It's been a really, really busy week, and today, Friday, here in the UK, has been extremely hot. It is hot right now.
Hot.
I need a much bigger drink than what we've got now. If you're not familiar with what it is that we do, let me just throw up a quick picture. We are supported primarily by Beadle and Grimm's. We love everything that Beadle and Grimm's does do. That makes sense to me. Somewhere along the lines, I think that's correct. So we love everything that Beadle and Grimm's does, including, of course, you just saw the trailer for it. This is the Game Master's Journal. This is the Band of Badgers edition. And that's because me and Steve, where's Steve? Over there. Here he is. Look, Steve, pass it over. There you go.
Yeah, I'll try.
Oh, man, you should have had that ready.
That would have been good. I was thinking, I was like, oh my God, do you have that ready?
That would be good, wouldn't it? There we go. That's because our names are in it, and if you don't believe me, go and check it out on our YouTube channel. But if not, I don't think you can read that. But if not, there we are. Is that it? There we go. We'll keep moving it. But yeah, we're there. We're mentioned, so it's really cool. Go check it out. And of course, we are playing. God, it's heavy. The Beadle and Grimm's Steel Edition of Dragonlance. It's a lovely box set. It's heavy. It's full of awesome goodness, and do go check it out. So. The bad thing is I've got, God dear, I need to be like PJ so I can start weightlifting and something. I mean, that's heavy.
We'll just do dice ups. We'll just roll dice, weighted dice.
Yeah. Just do like platinum edition bench press. That's what we need. But anyway, so today's session, we've taken a slight sidestep. We are staying in the world of Kryn, of course, Dragonlance. Now, if you're familiar with the guys at Beadle and Grimm's, every edition of their own kind of box sets, large and small, they have this. Now this is a collection of one-shots or short stories they call it Tales from the Warehouse. The Pandemonium Warehouse is the kind of stuff that they do. As you can see, look, I've got Beadle and Grimm's gaming chair. No one has that.
Nice. Custom.
And we are literally going to be playing one of the stories from here. Yet 3 in here. We will be playing all of them throughout the campaign, but they're spaced out, and this one is apt because it's for level 5 characters, and last session our players made it to level 5, hence why we're doing it. So for the next
coincidence.
Exactly. So for the next 2 hours I will get to maim and slaughter my players as a form of stress relief, because it is hot and it's been a very difficult week this week.
So we can take all that stress on. Yeah, it looks like we're going to pay the price. Before the stream's head. You die here, you're done.
That's it. I'll see you later. God,
we're all going to die. When you die in the one shot, you die for real.
You're doing this, blood. Yeah, it's like dying your dreams. Yeah.
You die in real life.
Bring that one. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Dungeon Master. Yeah. You die in the game.
I'm sure that's a film from the early 90s.
It probably is, isn't it? Get some bad VHS movie poster. When you die in the game, whatever you do, don't roll a nat 1.
One of the Nightmare on Elm Streets was a bit like that, wasn't it?
That was the Dream Warriors.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was
3, I
Dream
think
Warriors.
that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was a wizard.
Yeah.
He played
the kid in the wheelchair in it, weren't it? He was a wizard.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I've derailed the intro.
Oh,
No, yeah, go
down memory
Let's
lane.
talk about that. So yeah, children, go watch Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street. You'll love it. It's better than Tom Hanks doing D&D anyway. So now we've had
Mazes and Monsters.
Mazes and Monsters. Terrible
I
film.
forgot about that movie. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So welcome to our guest player. It's PJ, the man, the myth, from Nat 20. Nat 20 Productions. How are you doing?
Hey, doing pretty good. Happy to be here again. Ayek is excited to make sure that all of his buddies are feeling happy and positive and knowing that they have the touch and they have the power. I guess that seems to be the running theme.
Bam, bam, bam. You got the power. And we got to find a way to put that music on here somewhere.
And not get banned.
Yeah, as I say.
Yeah. You've got 4 seconds.
We need that.
Use 4 seconds of it. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Stan Bush is so desperate for money. If we give him like $5, he probably lets you use the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
He's heard that now. I'm going to get offended.
But then Hasbro's going to be on
Still
your ass because they're going to be like, that's intellectual property ownership of the Transformers, i.e. Hasbro Corporate. So, no.
Yeah. As we're already ripping off the Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't think one more is gonna.
That's also a good point.
Hasbro, come crush me. But yeah, crush my
Step
dream.
on me, Hasbro. Step on. Sorry.
So, but players, how are you all doing? How have your weeks been?
Busy.
Busy.
Good.
Yeah, very busy.
Good.
I'm tired, Dave.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I'm tired. It's been a long week.
It's been.
There's an internet group hug there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's been a long week, but I've been looking forward to this, right? Like whenever it's a
It is,
super long
it is.
week and it's like Dragonlance Friday, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
Like
completely.
tune out from get into the game, just have some fun for a couple hours. So yeah. I'm glad today is today.
And that's exactly today's game should be. I'm not going to tell you. But it should be.
It
nice.
was a recap of the death rules in the beginning before we went live that started to make us all worry.
It was
a little bit worried.
It was.
Yeah.
The pre-game speech as usual.
Yeah, you're going to die.
You're going to
This is how you die.
Is the pep talk that every DM GM needs to give their players.
You're going to die. Let's see if
them in the
Grom
right
can
zone.
stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God, what was this? So there was a Star Wars game on Xbox when we got Force powers.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, the very first one.
Star Killer.
Yeah,
Star Killer, yeah, Force Unleashed. So the first achievement that you get in that game when you play as Vader on the first level is worst shift
taking out the
manager
Wookiees.
ever. Yeah, worst shift manager ever. That's you.
Where's my shit?
I think that's a good idea. We could do that. We could do like achievements. We can actually do achievements on screen. like Xbox and PlayStation just comes on and goes, "You've won a Bandit Badgers trophy. Well done."
Can we really do achievements on screen?
We could do something. It's like the gold star. We're trying to figure out how to bring back the gold star for the Great British Brush Off. But there is different ways we could do it. So anyway, well done, players. You are here. You've all turned up on time. So before we get into it, what happened in the last session?
Achievement for being punctual.
Yeah, thank you. You've turned up.
Well,
last time.
To be honest, I don't care. I'm just going to push the button, even if you're not here. It's just going to go live, and you'll be on the phone going, "They've just gone live. I'm not there yet. We've got to put the foot down and drive." It's going to be one of those sessions today, I think. I want to maim someone. Let's bring it on.
The GM's hungry for blood. We're in it now. We're in it now, folks.
Yeah.
So last time on D&D, if I recall correctly, we had part 2 of the battle to secure the fort away from the Draconians.
Yeah.
I'm getting the name right? Thank you. We opened the gate. We had a crazy fight. Jorg got downed, and it was very intense. Thankfully, Grom Evenhammer, I think I said that right, did a sick ass slide and popped him with the good heal. We all got some bonuses for that as well. I of course did something that was like wizard as F with my bow. We fought 2 of the Dragonian actual dragon individuals. One of them their soul left their body and trying to make us go get feared. The other one ran away. My man Flynn tamed some sort of big red drake and made it docile. Shilling was having a hell of a time in the jail cell. But to her credit, she makes a mean Molotov cocktail. And of course, Fizz Wiz Clockhand coming in clutch with the spells as always, really struggling with that, light side, dark side energy. And then I think, I want to say York got some really good kills off here and there. I think you killed one of the big dudes. No, you didn't? Okay, we're just going to pretend that you did. You didn't see
we called the yo-yo death scene last time. It was the up down situation that was going on. Yeah, it wasn't a good week for me last week. I made up for it last week at our barbecue when I was DMing. Though there was plenty of 20s then.
I bet you were popular.
I was.
Speaking of BadgerCon last weekend, I took Ian's. So Ian made me the gelatinous chonky, and I took it with me because Richard from Warrior Prince was there, and we were literally opposite each other on the table, and we were playing it. And it came up with so many nat 20s. It was fantastic. We had a great session.
I would just like to say something on that because you garnered a bit of a reputation last week for the drop. In fact, you were even banned from doing it in the battle now. It was the hold it above the dice tray and let go of it. Right. Oh, look, another 20. I wasn't even playing on his table and I managed to hear about it.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna prepare myself for that then.
Yeah, you got to practice it. You got to practice it.
That one.
But means
it was 17 on the die face. Not bad.
This week I don't have
Ian's
chunky dice. Well, chunky dice with me, so I'm using 2 Magic the Gathering ones from the D&D set. So I'm going to be using those. So that is good. Fantastic recap, PJ. Well done. I wish my players were like that.
He just jumped in first.
Lauren
was there.
I just want to check in. Do y'all have dark vision? Because you're in a lot of shade right now.
Nice. In all fairness, if York hadn't come back up, Fizz would have gone full dark side. It's the fact that Grom got him back up. That's what made him see the light and realize what he was doing was so bad. And it's just like that was the fulcrum right there for his character of like good or bad. That was the moment. So I had a great time.
Good.
Because he had the touch.
There we go. Right, anyway. Are we all ready to play? Oh no, we need a badger fact. It is
leg
day, Jeff. It's leg day.
Oh yes. I've got 2 badger facts because I'm afraid we're going to have to start limiting how many badger facts we give you guys each week. I've got 2 for you. We'll do one every session chapter. Yeah. So I've got 2 for you today. The top speed of a European badger is an impressive 19 miles an hour.
It's actually really fast.
And
really,
that's pretty fast actually.
Yeah.
You can outrun most people.
I just imagine because we were talking about going to the gym and leg day, and I just imagine Jeff has a badger on the treadmill next to him.
I get it to chase me,
pushing the button.
yeah.
Man, I'm squatting the badgers, not getting chased by them. And the average lifespan of a European badger is 15 years. So they are not long for this world, unfortunately.
Longer than what I was expecting.
Yeah, that's respectable, especially for rodents.
Are they rodents?
I thought they were related to. I haven't looked that one up yet.
That's a fact for the next session.
Next week's fact.
I could be wrong, and someone correct me in the chat or the thing on YouTube. But I think they're more related to trash pandas.
Now this begs the question: are trash pandas are they rodents, varmint, or marsupials?
No, raccoons are related to bears.
Oh,
they're a member of the bear family.
Right,
So
we're not.
I've given you extra facts now.
Yeah, we're
going off topic.
That's quite an interesting topic, to be fair. Everyone is about badger facts in the session, but I'm really intrigued.
I'm on my chair now.
People.
Everyone's like, you what? We're badgers. Yeah, right. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to play some games?
Yeah,
let's do it.
We'll see if everything starts to break down because we've noticed that around 9:20, everything goes wrong. So let's roll VT, see what happens. Okay, so the end of the last session, you managed to secure We'll Watch Fort from the Dragon Army. I'm trying to be serious. Shush. Dragon Army.
Shut up and you listen to Dungeon Master.
I'm still messed up by the whole badger raccoon thing. Hold on.
I got weasels and I looked it up.
Just quickly. Yeah, badgers are related to bears. There we go. That's the end of it.
We're done. Right. You received a messenger, and this was from Marshal Vendry, and it was a letter detailing that somewhere to the south of the city of Calaman, there was spotted a patrol of Dragon Army soldiers. Now, in that area is a fort, and it's called Fort Dyer. Mm-hmm. Now, you all get a long rest, and you can leave whenever you want the next day. It's up to you. But it's going to take most of the day to travel on horseback to get there.
Was there any urgency on the request?
I think because you had to fight, it was a good big fight. It took 2 sessions for We'll Watch Fort, and I think that if the Dragon Army gets a foothold in that fort, it's going to be another struggle to get them out. So right now, the sooner you get there, the better.
Did the messenger or message say how far away from that fort the dragon guys are?
They're in the direct vicinity. So if anything, they would have reached it by now.
Yes, so they're going to beat us there either way.
How far was Fort Dyer from where we are now?
I think it's about 20 to 25 miles.
Okay, so about a day's travel then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Fizz, you're obviously still suffering from the events of 2 days ago.
Yeah, and if we've got time to take 2 days of long rests, I will declare that exhaustion. But actually, very soon into waking up after that first rest, he will come and find you, and it's just very much like there's an ambivalence on his face of sadness and happiness, where he's just like, he hugs you and he's like, I thought we lost you, and I'm so sorry, and I lost control because I thought all was lost, but and he just smiles, and like it's almost like the tears of all was happening. He's like, I won't let that happen again. I have control. I'm glad you're alive.
I'm glad I'm alive as well, Fizz. It seems we have Grom to thank for that.
Yeah.
But I do have my concerns about some of the things that happened during that combat, not just with you. Yeah. We do have a mission to deal with now, though, so I would like to save those conversations until we get back to Calaman.
And he sort of like puts his hand, I guess, like anywhere he can reach. That's like a kind of like affirming place. And he's like, what I did was wrong. I lost control and I let my anger get the best of me. But it won't happen again. I know that. I know that.
I trust you, Fizz, but you just need to make better decisions sometimes. Trust in yourself.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. I'd almost let myself go with the emotion, and it's almost like I don't even remember it. It's almost like it wasn't me, and I was watching from the outside. But actually, now I think I can maybe rein myself in a little bit.
I reach into my bag and I pull out a quite thick leather-bound volume. It's red on the outside. I'll hand this over to you, Fizz. You should read this. It is volume 17 of the Knight's Code. It talks about the proper way to prepare, saddle, and tack. Look after your equipment. Whenever you start any doubts and questions about yourself, then just read this. I find it calms me down.
And you hand him a book, and he very much like, you hand him a book, and that's exciting to him. And he's like, I'll read it front to cover and back again. Let's get this mission out of the way, and then I think I'd like to take the oath.
We'll discuss it in Calaman, Fizz. Like I say, it was some worrying developments in the battle, and you weren't alone in your poor decision making.
I know, and I expect never to forget it, nor never to live it down. What I did was wrong. He was unarmed and he was surrendering. I shouldn't have done that.
Anyway, no time to dwell on it. Let's go and find Grom, because we need to find if there is some way of helping you to recover.
Yeah.
I'll look for Grom and Schilling, Flynn, and Ayaka for me. Dave.
Yep. That's fine. Do you want to do this on the road, or are you doing it at Wheel Watch?
We'll do it on the road, where we can have a more open conversation when the others are not around.
Yeah. Well, as we said before, it's going to take you the best part of the day to travel between forts. You are all on horseback. You all have your own individual horses. Over to you.
Okay, I'll ride up to Grom. Grom, can I have a word?
Well, of course, Jorg.
I'd like to thank you for what you did. You did something. I don't exactly know what it was, some magic of some sort, but you saved my life not once but twice in that battle.
Well, I do what I can, and but I'm not sure you should thank me. Maybe thank Kiri.
Well, I think I should apologise to you first. When you said at Calaman that you were a follower of Kiri Jollith, and you implied that you excuse me, had a direct line, so to speak, I didn't believe you and thought you were slightly crazy, to put it bluntly.
Well, you're not the first.
You have a special gift, Grom, and I'm glad you're with us. And I just wanted to say that I trust you completely. I trust your decision making, and if anyone in this team could be considered our leader, I think it's you.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do appreciate your words, and I'm glad I'm here as well. I feel that I'm right where I should be. I know that for certain now.
I think maybe we should be careful around some of the others in Calaman with the powers that you wield.
I
I'm not
agree.
sure it'll be taken with good faith. Some may even see jealousy. I'm sure our good friend Bakaris would, for example.
Oh, Bakaris. I do believe your words are wise, Jorg. It's I have found over time that some have been surprised and seen no different with it, and others. I'm ashamed to say it, but I've been feared in some regards. So we should be careful.
We should, and I can maybe understand some people's fears. Wielding what amounts to the power of a god is scary, but as I say, you have my complete trust.
That's good to know.
Is any of the power that you currently have, are you able to help Fizz get over his current state of exhaustion?
Well, we probably could try a number of things. Where is Fizz? Can I see Fizz from where I'm at?
Yeah, well, you tell me what your marching order is, or your riding order.
If Grom and Jorg are up front, Fizz would actually be somewhere in the middle of the pack at this point. There'd probably be a small conversation with Flynn about possibly maybe we went a bit too far with things. Ayuk, Fizz is definitely like, thank you. And like there's just this positiveness that comes from Ayuk that Fizz is trying to feed off and get happy with. When it comes to Schilling, Fizz is so apologetic. He's like, I am so sorry. I was so tired, but I didn't want to let the team down. And in doing so, I let you down, and you almost died because of me. And there's a lot of like him saying sorry, and I'm sure Schilling saying that he doesn't need to, and backwards and forwards. But if at any point he can catch up to Grom and also be like, thank you. Like you've shown me the light, and you've shown me that even when I thought all hope was lost, it wasn't.
You wouldn't be talking to Flynn because Flynn's actually right at the back and he's about 20 meters behind everybody else. And if you look back, you'll see him reading this tiny little book. And he just seems to be reading it and looking up every now and again to make sure he can see you all. And he's just reading it.
Oh. Interesting.
So all
nobody wants to approach.
So yeah, so I'll so I don't have anything specific. I don't have anything specific that can remove exhaustion.
Out of game, you don't have like minor restoration or something like that, or
no. I don't have anything that right now that is like that. However,
go on, Josh.
Just in the moment, right? Because again, Grom's still kind of coming into his powers and coming into tune with Kiri. I'll kind of like slow the gallop a little bit, and I kind of let Fizz catch up with me a little bit. And I'll wait till we're kind of like side by side, and I'll look over. Hey Fizz, how you feeling today?
And there is a beam of a smile for you, and it's just like safer with you around and happier, knowing that Kiri was watching over. And again, when I thought all was lost, you saved Jorg, and you saved me. I was letting my emotion rule me. Where after Bakaris, after that first horrible fight, I didn't know what to do, and I was letting my emotions, I guess, extrude from me. And when I thought York died, I was ready to. And he just looks sad, and there's like a single tear. He's like, "Well, you saw what I did to that soldier. I shouldn't have done that, and I won't ever do it again." But
It's
you
all
saved
right.
me.
I'll lean over, kind of put my hand on his back, and kind of pat him a little bit. But it's
If you hadn't,
it's all right. Sometimes our emotions can get the best of us. But
but I'm good.
It doesn't mean
I'm
that
tired.
you're bad.
No. But I'm tired. I just need to rest again, and I'll be fine. But thank you. And there's like a hand, and it like will come across, and it just kind of like grabs your forearm. It's just like his tiny little hand slightly squeezes this like right. What I imagine this like really broad braced arm, which I don't know if you'll feel through your armor, and it's just like, I will do everything I can to serve you all as a friend, as a wizard, and try to do my best to be a good person.
Yeah. Now, listen, Fizz, I know it's very important to do that. And we all want that from you. And we want that for you. But listen, you can't pour out an empty cup. All right? We want you at your best because we want the best for you. So that means at some point you're going to have to stop being so damn good and so damn nice to us. Okay, buddy? So when you get the chance after all this, please do Ayakir a favor and give yourself a vacation. Like maybe like a weekend vacation, something. You deserve it.
And he smiles and he kind of looks around the group. He's like, I don't think we're going to get one of those soon, but I agree. And there's again, it's beaming smile with you. And he's like, thank you for being positive when I couldn't be. I had forgotten myself. Thank you.
Life's going to tell you you're not enough, and life is full of shit. You've always been enough. You just got to remind yourself that. So what? You lose a leg, you lose a friend, you lose a place in life. You'll never stop being the amazing person you always have been. And on that note, I think it might be time to get ready to kick some people's ass. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Meanwhile, while this is going on, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, Shilling is taking interest in what Flynn's reading, because obviously she saw him with the dragon last time. She's kind of like, so, what's that you're reading over there?
And he quickly, hurriedly puts it away in a pocket and says, "Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I know what it. Yeah, it's pirating skills for young children. It's how to get them into piracy. And no, that's not it. Okay. Look, Shilling, because I trust you." And he pulls out this tiny yellow book, and he shows you the cover, and it says on the front of it, "The Art of Peace."
Aww.
And he says, what happened in the fight? Sometimes I get consumed, and a sort of red mist just comes over me in battle, and I can't hold back. It's almost like a bloodlust, and I've been trying to do something about it, but it's really, really hard. Because once I'm in a fight, the fight has to end, and I have to end it. So I've been trying to work on myself. Could you not tell the others, please? Because
of course not. Between you and me.
Thanks.
But
and he pulls out the rum bottle and says, "You want some rum?"
Sure, I'll take.
Let's finish it.
Have a little myself.
So during your conversations in your most of a day's ride towards the Fort Dye, you've noticed that as the road splits off in a direction just south of Calaman, the road starts to appear more overgrown. Certainly less traffic has gone down this route in probably a very long time. And probably you see some cobblestones being raised. Leads to the idea of, well, more years of disuse has come down this way.
So it's an untrodden road, effectively, or a less trodden road.
Certainly less trodden.
York, this doesn't look like a well-travelled road.
You would be correct in your observations, definitely. Do we know of anything of Fort Dyer at all?
Does anybody know anything about Fort Dyer?
Oh, can we roll for it? You give us a number.
Nope. This is about your characters.
Okay.
Fort Dyer.
Fort Dyer.
Is Fort Dyer maintained by the Calaman military or the Knights?
Is, yes.
Okay, then I will know nothing about it.
Is that my military outfit?
It is now. You're basically a new recruit as well.
Okay, so I wouldn't know
much like this group as well. They're all new recruits.
Akia, have you heard any rumours about this fort or anything?
Oh, I don't know about rumors. I mean, I hear soldier gossip, but that's about as trustworthy as anyone else's. But my feeling is that if this place has been taken by the enemy, there's probably another one of those scaly bastards in here.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is, if this isn't a well-travelled road, then does that mean the fort hasn't been used that much recently? Because surely some soldiers would go down this road to go back to the other fort. There'd be patrols or swapping of guards from one fort to another. But this looks like no one's been down here for years.
Essentials.
Yeah,
which begs the question, why they want to take it if it's a kind of an abandoned fort?
Well, I mean, it still would hold some strategic value. So, it would be a foothold into the territory for them, regardless of whether it's currently manned or not.
And no one's going to suspect a place that no one's been coming in and out of for quite some time. So there's that cover as well. I think whatever it is,
as you continue your journey, the road becomes more overgrown. The trees start to loom over, and at the top of a hill, you witness a modest stone structure surrounded by an 8-foot wooden wall beset with clinging vines. Let's bring up a little picture for you as well. Here we go.
Oh, it's raining.
I guess that's it then.
It's always raining.
Is this campaign set in England?
I was about to say,
I don't know. Isn't it hot in England right now?
Oh, last week it was raining.
It's going to be raining tomorrow. There is no movement visible, but the silence is occasionally broken by the whinnying of horses. As you get closer, you realize that the fort's wide gate hangs open before you.
Are there any signs of damage?
No.
I'd like to, if possible, use my longbow as kind of like a walking stick to help me unmount my horse so that I don't put too much pressure on the prosthetic. And I want to stealth ahead and do some scouting just to kind of see what the lay of the land it looks like inside.
Sure, yeah.
I'll take control of Ayaka's horse. I'll also dismount and walk both horses together.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah.
I will send the rat.
Yeah, I think we'll dismount him.
And I will communicate with it to go scout ahead and give me information about what's in there, because I believe it can communicate what it sees with me telepathically. But after it goes past 100 feet, I can't see or hear from it. It just will react to my instruction.
Okay. If you need the stealth check, that was 21 stealth.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Nice.
The little rat.
So I'll let Ayak get about 15 or 20 meters in front of us, but I won't stop. I'm still gonna follow.
Okay.
All right.
Shilling is. Oh, where are you, Shilling? You're too stealthy. I can't even find you on the map. So yeah, she's just.
Are we grouping the horses up together? Are we?
So I'm currently trailing 6 horses.
Oh, I thought we tied him up. I didn't realise you were still with them.
No, I'm just walking Ayaka's along with mine.
So
okay, yeah, I'll just
stick the horses there.
Yeah.
I'm just moving.
I will
stick the
use my
horses up
commune
against
with
that.
animals.
Down here.
There we
I will
go.
speak with them and tell them to wait.
So Ayek, as you walk through the gates, you can see what appears to be the fort grounds, the courtyard, directly ahead of you. So if I just quickly show you here, this is the front door to the fort.
Okay.
And you notice 2 things. The first being that on your right seems to be a ramshackle kind of stables, I guess, or a barn. But you can kind of hear the whinnying noises in there. Every now and then, just intermittent whinnying noises. And directly in front of you seems to be almost like a well-worn path. Seems to go to, you guess, around the back of the house.
Okay. So I think the first thing I want to do is secure our most obvious location, closest location. I want to secure the stables. I want to look at that and see, check on the horses and any other signs of human life.
Ayek, we're close enough that if we hide behind this wall for a minute, I am close enough, unlike last time, where I can send the rat in first, and I can see through its eyes as long as I'm within that 100 feet, which we should be here.
Okay. Well,
It
that
depends
sounds
if
awesome.
Can you just let me know when I rock up with the horses, please, Dave?
You can rock up with the horses now if you want.
Okay, I arrive with the horses.
All this lot I've got in front of you, they've just left the horses. And
They've just left the horses behind.
No, I parked my horse up there.
Yeah, we're not leaving our horses outside when we're over a day's horse ride from civilization. So I'm gathering all the horses to take them into the fort.
Okay.
That's a good show, actually. I didn't think of that. I just abandoned mine and jumped off.
Grom.
Well, we ain't seen anyone yet, so
before...
we could all just run back and get our horses and pull them in here.
Yeah, I'm a knight. Horses are important to me.
Yes, it's foresight we don't have.
Grom,
I'm gonna duck and hide. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Fizz.
When I do this, I'm going to go blind and deaf, but I can still control my body. If something goes wrong, do you mind if can I climb on your back? And if anything goes wrong, if you give me a tug, I will come out of.
Yeah,
straight over.
That'd be fun.
His head.
So I'll just kind of turn around and you'll climb up like
Sailor humor.
Mount me.
Just straight up piggyback.
Yeah, and you'll watch as he goes, thank you, and then his eyes they don't close, but they become silver, and the mist of that silvery moonlight that you've not seen pure for a while takes over, and you watch as the rat's eyes silver as well. He doesn't go limp, but he's holding on like he's coherent. Yeah, I go blind and deaf, and I'm now inside my familiar, and I will. If I get up to this corner here?
Inside.
If I head up to this corner here, what do I see around the corner?
So the doors are here. You've got some double stable doors. They're partially open. Awesome. They're not locked. They're not barred by anything. So if you want to go in, you can go in that way. Yeah, we'll send the rat in there, and then I guess. Do you need me to make a perception check or anything like that? No. And as the rat disappears off, what you hear is Fizzwiz muttering, and he's telling you all what he sees. So basically, as Dave describes things to us, imagine that I'm then reiterating that to the party.
Awesome. What is that?
So
Stables?
What you see as you go in, I'm just going to read this. So it hasn't. Oh, there you go. I was waiting for the map to catch up, which is not doing very well. So bear with. There we go.
Oh,
okay, so as Ratty goes into the stables, you can see that 5 of the pens are indeed locked, and there seems to be some horses in there. But they are a bit skinny than usual. They look a bit malnourished. They haven't been let out for exercise. Each of their stalls is packed with waste, and the food that they did have is long gone. But they are alive.
Yep.
So
Because we've
has
searched
that
that
been
out loud.
relayed directly, word for word?
Yes, word for word, whatever Dave says, basically the rat sees, it's coming through Fizzwizard's mouth.
Okay.
Do you want me
I go
to?
straight in.
Awesome.
Me too.
The rat will sit by the door and wait for you. Well, while you do that, do you want me to run the rat into the main building?
Or do a round of the
one
grounds.
at a time.
Yeah.
Do one at a time.
I will go into the stables, Dave, and start making sure that the other horses are made as comfortable as our own. So I'll spread some feed out, or see if they've got hay and stuff like that.
Yeah, there is feed available.
I will feed
No
the
one
horses.
has put it out, so you're going to go down sort of the lane, feed all the horses. They greedily gobble it all up.
Okay, I'll make sure.
They're out of water as well. Most of the water's gone.
I will shout to Fizz. Can you do a circle of the grounds and try and see if there's a well anywhere? We need some water, and I will empty some of my water out my water skin into whatever's there that they drink from.
Yeah, you don't have. I mean, they don't have much. So one water skin is going to be a little bit for one horse.
I know, but I will do that.
I will send the rat around the building. It will probably get to where that circular tower is, and then it'll be acting on its own from there, but it can still communicate with me. And at that point, I'll say, "Oh, Grom, if you can get me a bit closer, I need to be within 100 feet."
Okay, I'll just go ahead and I'll kind of go all the way to this this corner here. I'll just stand right
I'll
here.
follow you in, because Shillin is kind of keeping an eye on Fizzwiz as well.
Yeah.
Keeping a lookout.
And then that's it. The rat will go around the building.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to, having seen the horses are being taken care of and the rats flank around the building, readying my bow and readying my prosthetic, I'm going to try and walk as stealthily as possible. Stealth checks, if you need to, let me know. If you need me to roll, let me know. And I'm going to try and just, poke my head in the front door if it's open.
Okay. So, and what's everyone else doing?
I'm going to disappear into the shadows, hopefully very well and not rubbish. That is a total of 26.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Big roll.
And whereabouts are you going to head?
I'm basically going to shadow Ayaka, but be as invisible as possible. So every time there's a shadow, I'm in it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So are you all going to pair
say
off?
that, yeah, like there or something.
Yep. And then in seeing this, I'm gonna pair around like here, put my back kind of up against this wall.
Yeah.
So I'm out of view of directly of the door now. I'm just kind of tucked
I'll
back
be
around this wall.
flanking Fizzwiz as well.
So
I'm
we've
just
got a
holding.
2, we've got a 1, and we've got a 3. Correct?
Seems about right.
That's
Jeez, that
correct.
rat is fast.
Yeah, be left on his own.
Rat's just zooming. It's got a mind of its own.
Okay, so Steve, let's stick with you because that's where we started. So, as you're dishing out all the stuff to the horses, you've emptied up your water skin. Please take that off your infantry as well. You've made your horses as comfortable as you can. Now, when you drop in the last of your horses into the top area here, you find a dead body on the floor.
Oh, sorry. I'm a bit shocked there, I don't know why.
Okay. Is it a soldier?
Yes, you can tell he's wearing. It is a dragon army soldier. He's wearing
so not
black.
a Calaman soldier.
not a Calaman soldier. He's wearing distinctive black armor. His saddle is lying next to him.
Okay.
He's laying face down, but he is wearing
roll
the
body over
so
and see if I can find what killed him.
So two things you see. One, his face is almost like withered. Not necessarily of old age.
Like at the end of the last crusade.
Like he's been dead for quite a while.
Okay.
Just watch that.
His face is stuck in a horrified scream.
Okay.
And he's wearing the symbol of Takesis on his black armor.
Right. So I will search for wounds, like sword wounds or whatever killed him. I'm gonna guess, being me, that there aren't any.
You will be correct.
He died of sheer fright and terror.
He died of sheer fright and terror. Okay. I will then look for his saddle or anything.
Yeah, laying next to him, you find his long sword. You've got his black scale mail, which is adorned with the symbol. You find a day's rations, all still wrapped up and okay. There is a torch, and there is a rolled up letter.
Ooh.
Okay. I will take the torch. I'm not going to touch the rations, and I will pick up the letter, please. And just for good measure, I'd like to mar the symbol of Takesis that's on his armor. Just drag it
scratch it out.
Something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, good choice. Okay, so this is the letter that you find. You find it all rolled up in like it's going to be delivered. I'll put it on screen, and if you could read it out for me.
Yep. Commander, although we are not due for a supply run for several weeks, I beseech you to send as much fuel and as many torches as you can spare. It is a matter of life or death. We cannot let the fires go out. We cannot let the fires go out. Captain Air. I'm glad I picked the torch up.
Yeah, so it's more than what was it, Flynn hiding in these shadows?
Right, okay. On discovering that, I will go out into the courtyard and see if I can still see anyone, or if they've all disappeared into the four winds.
Okay, well, let's find out. Let's catch up with what the others are all doing.
Crom laughs at your four winds.
So, Ayek, you went over to the front door. Hawker's kind of stealthily hiding, and it is dark now, by the way. Put that back. Yeah. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so I'm going to continue to stealth and try to look inside this building if the door is open and unlocked.
Yep. Okay, so let me just switch that around. Right. So inside, it appears to be a once impressive entry hall, but now it's been stripped of all the decor that may have once been there. I mean, you're talking about rugs, shield decorations. You can see, you know, when you move house, or when you get that kind of the dust marks around picture frames and that kind of thing. You can see all kinds of scuffs and scoffs around it. You've got torch sconces. There are 6 of them, I think 5 or 6 of them around the room, and all the torches have just burnt down right down to the nib. However, in the middle of the room, you also see a lot of bloodstains.
Oh.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the room, there appears to be a severed arm.
Oh.
Oh man.
Mine.
Okay. You want it? Well, Iger is the type of guy who never let an obstacle stand in his way. So, with his long bow, kind of like as a walking stick, he kind of hikes it up, turns it sideways, docks that arrow into the bow, and looks to Flynn, and he says, "Okay, are you ready? Because this is about to get weird. I guarantee it."
What? What can you see? Because I can't actually see round the door because I'm sort of standing in front of the wall.
Right.
Describe what you see.
So inside the first room, like I can tell this place has just been evacuated. Like not much was left standing. There's blood stains everywhere, probably dried at this point, and there's an absolute human arm in the middle of the room. Like, what is happening now? This is so cool.
Okay. I'm going to be a bit cautious on this one because I don't like going into rooms of death without the entire team. So I think we should wait for at least York to come along before we go in there, just in case.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You go do that. You get the whole party. And I'll just start kind of looking around by myself, and we'll meet up.
No, don't go in there. I'm telling you, don't go in there yet. Let's wait for everybody else.
You got a very sensible drunk pirate now.
Yeah.
Hey, he's only half drunk.
As I'm seeing them kind of go back and forth, like I'll yell out, "Hulk, what do you see? What's going on?"
And Hulk looks around and goes, "There's a room of death."
I lean over and I'm like, "There's a guy's arm in there and a bunch of blood. Come check it out. It's so cool."
Are you loud whispering or just shouting?
I'm sotto voce. I'm like, "Hey!"
Yeah.
Loudest.
Yeah, mine was more of like more of a whisper kind of.
And I was more like a sort of the same thing. Like, Grom, it looks like a room of death to me.
Okay, in hearing this, like obviously this is not. I don't think this is a great idea to go in, but I'm going to start making my way back. I'm going to start kind of getting down here. So,
have you still got fizz on your back?
I still have. I'm moving with me. I still have fizz on my back.
Everyone's like, "Oh, we stay together now."
Yeah, Shannon's just following
with the
this
rat
way.
zone,
She's just like, I'm there.
Grom's going to start.
Would the rat see anything going around the building?
Rat.
How far did the rat get?
I'm trying to send it the whole way around.
Okay. Oh, you went south, but you went north. Is that right?
I took it north, and then I went all the way around the back, and then back to this way.
So, right. So when it gets around the round bit, let's say it that way. I'll bring it up on the screen again. So when it gets to kind of the round bit over here, you're following this kind of well-worn road, the pathway. You see that there is what appears to be a wagon parked outside the back door. And also with your keen mouse senses, there appears to be something in this area as well.
Okay, we'll head up to the back door from the cart, see if the back door's open, see if the cart looks usable for the party, and then start making our way over to the area of intrigue.
Okay, so what are you going to do first? Because that was like the whole game was just there.
Everything. I succeed at everything all at once. I'll go up to the cart first.
Okay, so the rat can't tell, but it is a cart.
Yep. Does the back door look open from here?
Yeah, it's a cart. It's an open air cart. Loads of stuff appears to be on top of the cart.
And the back door itself, like this one.
There is indeed a back door, but it appears shut.
Oh.
Okay. And then I'll head on over to the area of intrigue just to see if I can get a look from a distance.
Okay. What was your distance on your familiar?
100 feet, right? So I should still be within it from this point.
Yeah, so over in this kind of area appears to be a pile of bones.
Oh.
I will say that out loud.
To town on them.
Obviously, like I'd be saying, there's a cart, can't see anything, there's a door, it's locked. There's a pile of bones, and then the rat will start making its way around the building, back to the corner if possible.
Yep, and then you've completed the thing.
And when it comes around, I'll come out of my familiar and back on Grom's back.
Yep.
I'm back.
Cool.
Okay, so are you out of it now?
Yeah, I'll be like, oh, you can let me down now unless we're using it again to go into a building. Sorry, I'm eating a pizza.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
I'm just
kinda let
also
you
going
down
to
off
point
my
out, this has taken you 1 hour so far.
Okay.
You've got 1 hour to go.
Let's storm the gates, guys.
Sketch. Go.
Right, to
Shannon's
punish
like,
us,
well,
funny feeling about this.
Well,
Before
Abandoned thoughts.
before we do that, I'll ask Fizz. Was there anything that of note with the cart?
I couldn't see up onto it. The hope's really small, but if we want to split the party, maybe go around the front and the back. I'm not too sure. I mean, and he like smiles at you. He's like, between you and Yorg, I think you're the leaders.
I don't know. I think maybe we should stay together. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a
She needs
severed
to
arm in
go
that
forward.
room.
She's like,
Out back, there's a
something
pile
fucked
of
up happened
bones.
there.
Severed arm.
Yeah, apparently there's a severed arm in that room. And
Cool.
and Flynn, it still has flesh on it. It's not bone.
Yep, I've eaten worse, but you know,
I bet he has.
think we all need to go in and investigate. But it's bloody dark, or it's getting dark, isn't it? Was it, Dave? Did you say it's getting dark?
It's getting dark
Yeah.
quite quickly.
So we're gonna have to do some sort of light source because I can't see bugger all but that arm, and I can't see past it.
Am I
Well, it's
there
not-
yet, Dave?
Yeah, and going by what that
You
letter
could be
said,
there,
we
Steve.
don't
You
really
see
want to
everyone
be here.
kind of hanging around the front door.
Okay.
Like, no, you go. No, you go in. No, you go in.
I would like to rock up and explain that there is a dead body in the stables, and tell them what I found the letter. And he died of fright, or
Yeah.
said he died of fright instead of wound. And we should go in and find out what's going on inside. Because the body I found was not one of the Calaman guards that we expected to be here. It was actually one of the Dragonkin warriors.
Dragon
So,
Army. It's
Dragon
Dragon Army
Army.
soldier. Human.
That is dodgy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
mentioned
to get in and see the fire.
If you mention don't mention. If you say don't let the fires go out, it's like and he will cast his flaming spears. Like,
I'm gonna light my storm lantern.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Aw.
And Fizz will, he'll cast. You watch like he throws the silver out from his wand, and it creates this ball of fire that you've seen before, which he can control and move around. He's like, we should have some warmth, some light, and if we do need fire, then we have it.
Dave, what were the things on the wall? Were they actually just torches, or were they like oil based?
No,
You know.
they're sconces for torches. You would put a new torch in.
Oh right, okay.
So
This
they're
is
empty
because
or
they look
something.
quite big.
Yeah. Blame Steve. These are just.
Okay.
Oh, that's just rotten.
So who's going in? Who's going
That's
in
what I'm here
first?
for. I'll go in first. Torch lit. Sorry, Fizz, but I'd like a torch in my hand as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so you have a torch.
And I will,
Right, so who's got a torch? Is that? Right,
Yeah,
and
I'll
are
do
you
one
using
as
your
well.
torch or the torch you found?
I'll use one of mine.
Okay. So George has got a torch. Who else?
I'm going to be
same.
near someone
I'll
with a
use one of
torch. I won't
mine.
hold one.
Okay. Hawk's got a
Big
torch.
ball of fire.
You'll
for
see
me.
I
Grom.
haven't got anything to represent it.
You'll see Grom. I'll just wave my hand over my warhammer.
We've lost
PJ.
Yeah, PJ.
Yeah.
PJ, by the way. I was going to say Ayek.
Oh,
But you know he's going in because he said he was.
He's gone in.
All the rooms first.
I can see in darkness. I forgot that, so I should be okay. Up to 60 feet.
I can see in darkness as well. But just for
Yeah.
everybody else's,
Yeah, just whoever
Like,
can hold.
I'm gonna light up. I'm gonna cast light on the top of my warhammer.
Oh, I can
Go
see
in.
in darkness. Oh.
No, I also want to remain quite stealthy as well. If I have to be. If I hold the torch, I'm like, hey guys, I'm right over here.
I can see in darkness, but I'm lighting a torch because it said so on the letter.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Actually, yeah, I'll be stealthy, but I'll be dead. 'Cause someone will kill me in the shadows, so it's fine.
So keep the fire burning. Oh, I'm doing that.
Okay, so
I'll be
hands
Can I
up.
be a
Who's got,
flaming spear on the map, please?
hands up. Who's got a torch?
I'm not. I'm going to be
Okay.
a gamble. I'm taking a gamble. I'm not holding one. I'll be near
Fizz has
someone
got a
with one.
magic torch.
I've got
Jesus,
the
my
tip
hand
of
is
my
so white it looks
tip
like
of
a
my
torch.
hammer lit up with light. That's spell.
I'm basically going to be following
So-
Fizz round because I kind of like to stick with him because I feel a bit, you know. after our sort of, what's the word? Our altercation we had, an altercation. I feel quite, I need to protect him a bit, so.
We could put a torch in the torch holders.
Do keep your distance from my fire, though.
Yeah, I'll try to get burned.
Don't end your turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. Don't end your turn in the fire.
Yeah.
Put it there to you because you're on the way to the door.
I'll be quietly, holding back. Like a helicopter parent of sorts.
Helicopter parents. Right, so...
Still, no one's still gone in the house.
I've
gone in. I've gone in.
Do our own bloody tokens. I'm in. I don't even.
Yeah, and I'm gone to that one, and I've put a torch in that torch holder, Dave, and then I've set it on fire. So I will scrub an extra torch off of my torch list.
I'm opening the door.
So George and we lost PJ again. George and Hawk. You're going to.
He's on that dial-up.
I'll move him. It's fine. He's over there by this door.
Someone made a phone call.
There he is.
There we go.
See him.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happening, but I'm back for now and I'm ready to roll. Weirdest thing.
If I can send the flaming sphere into the torches and light them as it goes around, that'd be great.
That's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
No, you're showing off, but I like it.
It lights things on fire. So.
Now Dave's froze.
Yeah.
Quick, guys.
Frozen?
No, you're good.
No. Dave has frozen. I thought he was flabbergasted for a minute, but he's held it for too long.
Is he drawing blue fire?
No, that was me.
Woo!
I couldn't find the colour.
It's because that's your colour. It only draws your colour.
Oh, yeah, because I'm blue as well, I think, so if I were to do it. So, York, I think you've got the coral, which I think is closest to red if you want to...
Can I take the hand?
I was just doing that because I've put a lit torch in that torch holder.
Apparently it's always
And
blue.
then I've got one in my hand as well.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Fizzbuzz, are you doing like a like what's it called? The orb of flame,
Yeah,
flame
I'm
sphere?
gonna sphere. Yeah, I'm gonna send it around the torches and light them all.
Nice.
Just don't end your turn next to it, and also,
yeah.
I mean, I do kind of. Ian, the player, wants the hand.
I mean, it's a cool hand. I think. Are you a necromancer? Do you have necromancer spells?
God, no. It could have been if Jorg had died. It was going. But
no, she's like, I've got enough bank. She touches the fingers on her necklace that she's got there. Like, I'm fine.
Nah.
I don't need another hand.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh, Eric, you should totally replace your prosthetic with it.
Oh man, I'd have to. Would it smell after a while?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it would.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it'd be totally funny.
At least those fingers are mummified. They're cool. They're just
Right.
Ornaments.
Should we? I'm going to suggest we split the party.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
So Ayek, you go to the north. I'll go to the west. Fizz and Shilling, do you want to come with me? Grom,
Yeah, sure.
I want to go with Ayek.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep the fire
I'll
behind
just
us
stay
or
in
in
the
front of
room
us?
then. York.
I'll follow.
Keep the fire in front of us.
In front of us, yeah.
Let's just make up what happened.
Well,
have
let me
a
open the door
battle.
first and then send
Dave comes back.
Yeah,
We'll just
and then
tell
I'll
him, man, it
send
was
it
great.
Yeah.
We won.
It's like, we know you're the GM, but while you were away, we won. We won the whole game.
We won. It was awesome.
Technically, I can reveal what's in the room, but obviously I've got no idea what it is. But I can reveal it because I drew it.
Well, when Dave comes back, let's just tell him we set fire to the place. We said, fuck it, set fire to the place and ran away.
That sounds like that is probably the most viable solution.
And we're all dead.
In the shadows, right? Just burn it to the ground and run out.
Yeah, burn it to the ground. It's not
Let fire!
We've devolved to atypical players and just kill it with fire.
Yeah.
Any
That was a bad
We can do that
to lose.
In the Dungeon Master's Guide, where it's like the gods must be the gods must be mad, and every round you change the GM to one of the players.
Oh my god, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Should do that right now. We're all level 20? Oh, fuck!
Just
We
prepare
all
my
have like
Molotov
legendary
cocktails.
level gear? What? Let's go.
What?
You're doing a full restart or something.
I will reveal that room.
Oh, is that a snooker?
Going in.
All right. Oh, this looks important. I'm seeing a fancy chair and a bunch of what I'm hoping are candles. Yeah.
And mushrooms.
They're mushrooms.
Yeah.
Those are some
Don't eat them,
wonky
honest.
mushrooms.
Oh, they're in those 4 things on the desk. I'm not in the room.
I'm in the room. Ayek is like, why be patient today when I can have a story tomorrow? I'm kicking in that door, bow drawn. I'm like, this is sussy. This is super suspicious.
Careful.
Don't like it.
Careful.
Fizz will just like nod at Grom's like,
there.
yeah, protect him.
Hands up if you want to hear Josh do an English accent. Yeah, come on, Josh.
English
Do
accent.
it. Come on.
You know, we all have to do American accent.
Don't mind.
Yeah, so I was about to say, then we have to do American.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
I would love to hear y'all's American accent for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a word.
Did they go,
Yeah.
I'm trying to
go
think
into
of
this
something
room
to
here?
say.
Walk our way around the room?
Around the room?
Ever so,
Yeah, around the room.
careful?
What?
Should we send the orb in there and just set fire to all of the candles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Well,
is what this Flaming Spear is
I
going
like
to do,
them.
set fire to
Mhm.
everything.
Josh, I was impressed. I mean,
I liked it.
Hello.
I mean,
I like
I liked it. It was real good.
But it's-
I liked the way
the thing
Really
with
made it
Americans,
happen.
whenever they do English accents, they always go high pitched. They always go like, "Oh,
Yeah.
hello, how are you today?"
Hello, my name's Cork.
Hey, John, he's New Zealander. What the hell?
Yeah, I was about to say, it's normally more Australian, New Zealand, isn't it? When they, it's hard though. It's hard to do.
Yeah. I think if like for Americans it's difficult because so much of us picking up accents, at least for myself, is starting off as mimicry and then turning mimicry into your own normal voice pattern.
Yes, your own register, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. So then he finds like for the most deeper English voices in American media, we tend to get mostly like London and Cockney, like Central London and Cockney, where it's more like Jason Statham over there, like I mean the Fast and the Furious, mate. I'm gonna pound your teeth in, and it's like, oh yeah, that's what they sound like.
Yeah, we all sound.
we completed the dungeon, Dave.
I just put this voice on for the game.
It's okay. All Americans are cowboys. Either cowboys or they're like New Yorkers. There's nothing in between.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, Dave, woo!
We've been doing accents.
I was listening.
I opened the other room, but obviously I didn't know what was in there other than what was describable on the screen. So,
Okay, right.
and Fizz has set fire to all the candles with his flaming spear.
Okay, no, he hasn't.
Okay.
Oh,
I think you, Mr. GM.
So I'm gonna step up with trying to share my screen again.
Yeah, do you want me to dump the map?
Alright, so I should be on my screen now if you want to get rid of yours.
Yep. Done.
Yeah, we had a weird internet outage and it was trying to fight over it. What's going on? Can you all hear the music, by the way?
Yeah, just it's nice and quiet, very subtle.
Yeah, it's nice background music. Yeah.
I don't know if you can control the volume at your end, but anyway, right. So, as we said, this room is been ransacked and raided. In the middle of the room, the bits you didn't know, was in the severed arm, which seems to have disappeared. Who picked that up?
Fizz.
I've taken it.
Yeah.
In its hand.
Oh, it's so grim.
In its hand, it was holding a long sword.
Ah.
Okay.
I
Anybody need a
have
hand?
one already. If anyone else wants it.
Feel free to take the sword from the hand. This will keep the hand.
Oh
It is
my god.
It is a normal longsword. So then you went north into this room, and this is it seems to be designated as a place for the fort's captain to meet with visitors. The room is filled, as you can see, with dozens of candles. Now piles of wax burnt down to their wicks. There are also burnt torches everywhere as well, and 3 oil lamps. Almost every inch of floor space is taken up with these used up sources of light. And now, along the back wall is a message scrawled in blood.
Oh, God.
Now, sitting in the chair behind the desk is a corpse, or what appears to be a captain in the Red Dragon Army. He is also sitting there. Jorg, when you go in the room, you'll see he is also, his face is frozen in horror, and his skin looks withered, as if he's been dead for a while.
We did agree that we was going to split the party. So it's Ayaka, Grom, and Flynn are going north, and Schilling, myself, and Fizz are going west.
Right. So north people go into the room. The Red Dragon Army officer is a female, and next to her body laying on the floor, you can see both her longbow and a quiver. Now, as you walk into the room, you also notice that behind you, in the wall, appears to be 2 arrows, and they're stuck in the door.
In the door that Ayak is right in front of?
This door right here?
No, the door you walk through.
Oh, like on the back side of the door?
Say that again?
Like on the back side of the door?
Yes. On the inside of the room, as you've opened the door swings inwards. And then on the inside of the door, you see that there are 2 arrows funked into it. Okay,
I'm gonna walk over to the door and inspect the arrows. Is there anything odd about the like the arrowheads? Like, do they look like they have any type of substance on them at all?
Okay, you pull them out.
I'll pull one of them out if I can.
No, it looks like a bog standard military issue arrow. There's no blood. Okay. There's no markings. It was a clean kill of the door.
Well, that's somewhat odd. Looks like they were firing back at the door.
Yeah.
If
or something in front of the door.
I think you've all been around long enough to see that the arrows were kind of positioned to be humanoid height. They're clumped together. This was a good shot, and probably aiming for someone's chest.
But obviously hit nothing because there's nothing on the arrowhead tip or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, which makes me think, and just this is going to sound ridiculous saying out loud, but ghosts, maybe?
Closed door?
I mean,
I wouldn't discount anything.
Speaking from experience, I can tell you that ghosts are real. I've seen a ghost ship before. So, yeah, wouldn't be that outrageous.
Because the only thing else I can think of, and this is out of character, I don't know if this is actually in the universe when I say this, the only thing else I can think of, if it's not ghosts, and there's no meat on it, vampires?
I think you'd still have something left behind because it looks like that's an imprecise shot. I think if it had hit something wearing clothes, even if the thing inside the clothes was, not flesh and blood, the clothes would have ripped off and been on the door. And again, I've never met a vampire, not yet, but I'm pretty sure they wear clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like this arrow.
Well,
there's
a saying I always heard. The only way to get to the bottom of something is to get through it. So I think if we keep moving through this really creepy fort, we're gonna find that answer. So why don't we just keep on keeping on?
Okay, with that, we'll cut to the other team.
Okay, I will go through the door.
Okay.
Oh, you wanted to open the door and send the fire through first?
I'll step through first.
Oh, York.
Step to one side.
You've got to get Ian.
So as you step open the door...
Oh, it's good. It's good. I didn't think you had it.
So what happened before I disappeared is Jorg and Hawk, when you lit your torches, you realised they weren't giving off as much light as they normally do.
Oh.
And Jorg, as you walk through the door, it doesn't open all the way. There's a big thunk behind it.
I'll get my shoulder behind it and push it open.
Seeing that, Shalene just ready to short bow just in case everything's
their torchlight is not as bright as it should be.
Correct.
What about my magical light?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make an athletics check for pushing the door open. 17.
Yeah, that's fine. And as you step out into what appears to be a corridor, and then you've got a makeshift kitchen area, a dining area directly in front of you. You are standing on a body.
Oh.
So I am.
There it is.
Sir Wilhelm.
I will bend down and turn this one over. I assume this is also a Dragon Army soldier.
It is indeed. However, okay, you turn it over. This one isn't withered in the face, but it has been ferociously hacked with a hand axe. You know it's a hand axe because it's still embedded in his skull.
Right.
And this person only has one arm.
Oh. She didn't hear him sort of step on the body. She's like, "Is everything okay in there? Can we come through?"
Yeah. Let me. Oh, Fizz, send the fire into the room opposite.
We'll do. And he'll send that into there, and he'll follow through. And as he gets through the door and then through, he'll say, "I think that should be the door to outside. There's a cart out there, but I couldn't see what was in it. Jorg, might be worth."
As you look at the door, you can see it's been barred on the inside.
Oh. That's not good.
I think whatever they were trying to keep out on it.
Yep. Actually, I might stand. I'll squeeze past and got through to him.
I will go into the kitchen room, and I will lift the bar on the door so that I can open it. And Fizz, do you want to send the fire south? I'm going to hazard a guess that north is where Ayek and Hawk and Grom will eventually come out. So why don't you send the fire south and see if you can see anything down there?
I will stay 10 foot behind it and then start sending it south.
We will cut to the other team and see what they're up to.
Okay.
Stepping over the body.
I will be entering into this room right here.
Okay.
Not sure. What's that?
Well, that's it.
I'm just saying to Shilling, I use it the body's own hand that it's missing to wave to it, like, "Hi."
She was like, "Oh my god, it's abandoned for a reason, guys. Why are we here?"
This seems dumb, right?
Just think of the stories we can tell when we survive this.
Just holds it up and pulls down on one of the tendons. It's just like, "Hello."
Oh. She's just an edge. Normally she's quite composed, but you can tell she's visibly rattled being in here.
So, as you step in, Ayek, this is a fairly empty room. It's an opening, as you can see, a circular staircase which goes up into the tower, which you saw from the outside. And on the post at this section, the central post to the stairwell, you see that there is a single nail dug into the post. Hanging from that is like a ring and a chain. And what appears to be maybe like a top section of a book. But the book itself is missing. So it's...
Like the paper inside of it, or like the whole book?
The whole book. So it's if you imagine a big volume has been hung on this post for a reason, and it's been ripped off and only leaving a scattering of it behind.
Ah, okay.
Well, then I think I'm going to make a mental note of that. I'm going to tell Hawk and Grom about the missing book, and I am going to start moving up this this turret here, these stairs.
Okay.
Did you say there was a ring as well?
Yeah, there was like a ring. Well, I walk over to the nail in the wood. Yeah, you see there's a nail here, and there's a ring with a chain, and it looks like it's supposed to connect to, I think, what used to be a book, but the book is gone. My money, my gold pieces are it's of this turret at the top.
Is it just a metal ring, Dave, or is it an actual ring for a finger?
It's a metal ring.
Yeah, it's just a metal ring, right?
And you've got part, maybe like a top corner of a
book,
the leather cover of a book.
And does the chain go through like the corner and then it's torn off or something?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone.
Oh, this is a bit weird. I'm getting flashbacks here to when we found that ghost ship that one time. Yeah, it's not nice. Don't like it. Yeah, but yeah.
I'm going to presume that when they came through here, they could see. Sorry.
So so you see Flynn, instead of reaching for his rapier, he reaches for the silver longsword instead and pulls that out, and he's just holding it in two hands like this. He says, "Come on, then, let's go see what's upstairs."
That's the spirit, yeah.
I feel like Shilling and Flynn are the most scared here because obviously ghost ships and stuff. They kind of like they don't like to mess with stuff like this. Like,
I'm going to presume that when those three entered that room, they could see the light from us down here. When they entered that room, could they see the light of us down here? Yeah, cool.
Okay. Did someone take the chain in the ring?
I didn't.
No, they left it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the chain and the ring off the nail and take it with me.
Okay. So, Ayek, you're first one to reach the top. It's basically an open tower. It's an open tower to the open air. It has parapets, again, like you saw on in the first image, and that's it. It's there as a watchtower to look over the land. As you see over the rest of the fort, the land itself, it just appears overgrown. There are vines and leaves leading up to the tower on the outside, and they're kind of looping over the parapet. Hawk, you're up there as well. Grom, you make it the last.
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything of interest up here, so I'm guessing it's back down there. Sorry to make you go all the way, you know what I mean, for nothing. Well, let's go back.
So, as you turn back to go down the stairs, you see just kind of blocking your way to going back downstairs, a kind of shimmer. A shimmer in your vision.
That's more than a fucking shimmer.
I call it.
You see a form start to appear.
Oh, it's heads off.
Woman. And you see the woman. She is dressed in Kalaman night vestments, and she's just floating there.
All right, guys, we need to be really careful here. Yeah, nobody yell "get her," whatever you do.
And I'm the closest, I assume, right?
as you say that, Hawk, you hear just behind your ear a whisper. And the whisper says, "Don't let the fires go out."
Oh, did anyone else hear that? I just heard a whispering voice say, "Don't let the fires go out." How was my torch looking, Dave?
It's looking weaker.
Oh God! Can Shilin hear anything that they're saying from where she's like in a hallway? Is the sound carrying down the stairs?
No, they're upstairs.
Okay, so way far away. Okay.
Crom. What did you hear that? I just heard, "Don't let the fires go out."
Don't let the fires go out.
Is only Hawk
was
hearing
again.
this?
You can do a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a crit. 24.
Nice.
Crit plus 4.
Okay. You really concentrate on your ears and the power of listening. But you don't hear anything.
Don't hear anything. But I still see this visage
You
in
can
front
see
of me.
this woman, a female knight, just hovering in front of you. Don't let the fires go out.
Well, Hawk has said it, so
Yeah.
Gromp, I will look at the visage and kind of hold my hand out a little bit and just say, what would happen if the fires went out?
She fades.
Damn it! I thought you were going to say "speak apparition," but never mind.
Speak apparition.
Keep
your dead
keep
dad.
the torches lit. Keep the torches lit.
Yeah, we have to keep the torches.
Yeah,
lit.
I get a bottle of oil out of my backpack and I start soaking the torch in it so that the fire will burn more intensely.
Yeah.
And then stick it back in my.
It grows up. That's fine. And Grom, you notice that the glow from your hammer, is that right?
Yep.
Is dimming.
Oh
it's
no.
now about half the power it was doing earlier.
I'll kind of notice this and look at it. And it being a cantrip, I'll hit it again.
Okay. It flickers, but doesn't get any brighter.
Oh shit!
All right, I start to get worried.
We're going to cut to the other team.
Okay.
Grom, that's not a good thing, is it? That's not a good sign.
So, and you wanted to head south into the other room, yeah?
Well, I'm going out the back door to the cart.
Okay.
Because Fizz says he didn't see what was on the back, so I want to take a look at what's on the back.
Shillin's sort of like looking back and forth, being like,
"What's in the
she's in a
car?"
heightened state of awareness because she's scared. She knows.
So
He'll be fine.
Jorg, you're outside of the cart.
Yeah.
You're just going straight to the cart, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay, so inside the piled up is, I guess, a bunch of loot, really. It looks like whatever was of maybe some value that was in the fort has just been piled onto this court by the Dragon Army soldiers. Anything they could find that wasn't kind of nailed down. You find 8 silver candlesticks. They do have a gold value as well, if you wish to know that.
Well, I don't, but I'm sure other people will. So you might as well tell us.
So
more importantly, are there candles in the candlesticks?
No,
Yeah,
they are candlesticks.
Right. Okay. Then I would consider them of no use to me whatsoever.
Good.
Okay. There is 1 brass chandelier.
It's handy.
Right.
That also
Has
has
that got
a
a
gold
candle in
value.
it?
No, all empty.
Okay.
That
I think all the candles
has
might be
a
in that
value.
room.
So the candlesticks have a value of 5 gold pieces. The chandelier has 10 gold pieces.
Okay.
You also see in there, there are at least 6 sets of plate armor, completely rusted.
Right.
Oh, so it's been left there a while, that suggests.
Yeah. but that could be of some use. You know, we can clean it up, and then some of the new people who've signed up for the Calaman military can use it. So that would be of some use. Okay, right.
You also have 6 decorative medium-sized shields.
Okay. So no strength. They're just like tin or something.
Yeah. You have 1 large bronze brazier that has a value of about 15 gold pieces.
Say that when you're drunk.
Yeah. There are 10 sets of eating utensils, all stuffed in a canvas sack. And there are 2 large bearskin rugs.
Okay.
So they were literally just robbing the place.
Yeah.
Pretty
Or
much,
someone was.
Oh, getting stuff out.
So the big brazier thing, how big?
This is big. You need maybe 3 or 4 people to pick it. It's solid. So if you were to carry it, you would not be able to lift this off the cart. This is solid and it's pretty heavy.
So you say that, all I hear is challenge.
Oh yeah, you got mighty Yorg. Can come out.
Right. So what I would like to do, please, is drag it off the back of the car. I don't care if it clangs on the ground or anything. What I want to do is drag it into the kitchen and start smashing up the chairs and the table for firewood, and then I'm going to chuck a couple of the bearskin rugs over the top of it, and through Fizz's flaming sphere, get us a nice bonfire going.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Is that
Okay.
inside or outside the building?
Well, inside the building.
Inside the
I
building.
knew we'd end up burning the place down.
Okay, Shilling gets Fizz to come over because she kind of sees what Yorg is doing and kind of gathers it.
So
There we go.
Shilling, are you going to help Yorg?
I want to stay as close to Fizzwiz as possible, but I can help Yorg while also kind of keeping
That's fine.
an eye on.
I've got it.
Well,
Because if I
Fizz-
can't
Fizz
drag
is-
it myself,
here's
I'll
the
just go
thing.
Mickey.
I gotta say, Shilling is actually really slight. I don't think she needs that much help
If
anyway, to be
Yorg
honest.
is going to smash up some chairs, that's going to take a little bit of time. So
Yeah.
Shilling, decide, are you going to go with Fizzwiz into the bottom room, or are you going to help Yorg and smash up some furniture?
Oh, I'm definitely going to go Fizzwiz because he's
Yeah,
like...
stay with Fizz.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can't get it off the back on my own, I'll just go Mega Yorg, and all I want to do is drag
Yeah.
it.
I'm like, give me a shout if you need any help.
Yeah, because we'll be like,
Don't ask me for help.
when you get it inside, let me know and I'll set fire to it.
Yeah.
I'll give them the thumbs up, and then I'll just proceed to get me. What? I'm going to do something grim. I'm going to pull the hand axe out the dead body's skull and use that to start chopping the chairs up.
Yeah.
Fizz uses the other hand against his hand and is like, clap, clap, clap. That's it. You're getting into it.
Like, you're both disgusting.
Fizzwiz
Well, I
has
touched my
gone
mummified
bye-bye.
fingers necklace.
Daddy's gone mad,
Fizz,
hasn't
what are
he?
you doing?
She has, yeah.
So
going
as
mad.
we head down this corridor, I'm going to try and keep the flaming spear 10 foot in front of me, so that one, it's not touching us, and 2, it's going first.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it hits a door before
it
that
appears to be there's no door. It just appears. So as the light goes in, you see it's a much bigger room.
Cool. Yep.
Shilling's like, Fizzwiz,
Yeah.
what we doing? What we doing? Why are we here? I don't want to be here.
Doing great things. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we're exploring a haunted keep.
Okay, so this
That's
appears
right.
to be a room.
Ooh,
It is
body.
a what would you call it? A barracks.
Barracks.
Yeah. You see 10 army cots line the walls, each with a storage box at the foot of each bed. In the middle of the room, there is a corpse of another human Red Dragon Army soldier. This one is lying face up, and in her chest there is 3 arrows.
Okay.
Are the arrows
in one of her hands? In one of her hands, she holds a hand axe, and that appears to be it. Oh, and in the far corner, it looks like there is one of the beds has been turned over to, I guess, make a kind of like a barricade.
Shield, yeah. Shilling's going to sort of wander over and sort of peer over the bed because I imagine it's like knee, hip level height. She's going to go down for short bow, kind of like ready in it just in case something pops up.
No, there's nothing.
Can I
empty.
inspect the body as well for any pockets, anything that's hidden in it, or
There's nothing left on the body.
Oh, okay.
And do we ascertain the cause of death the same? They're like a little bit mummified, a little bit.
There were 3 arrows in her chest.
So obviously she was shot.
We don't.
She drowned.
Ah.
What's behind
3 arrows. Okay. I didn't see anything other than a chest, and with that she sort of knocks the table back, sort of, so we can go up to it. And then she looks at Fizzwish. She goes, "I'm a bit apprehensive at opening this chest. If it opens easily."
There's a chest at the foot of each bed.
Oh, it's at the foot of each bed. I thought it was just the one here. I thought there was something special about this potentially. So, okay.
I guess we should have a look. If not, it's fuel for the fire that York's doing. Do you want me to look in, or do you want to look in?
Joe, I'll look in. So that she's like.
Steps back.
Does it open?
Make sure it's not trapped.
Yeah, I'm definitely checking for traps.
Open up one of the lockers.
Is it? I want to check for like traps and stuff first to make sure there's nothing bad.
Go ahead.
So that's investigation. Oh, nat 20, 25.
Boom!
You don't think it's trapped at all.
Nice.
Excellent. Is it locked? Do I need to use thieves' tools on it or anything like that?
You can try and open it and find out.
Okay,
if it's locked.
I'll literally just lift it open. Let's see.
Okay, it's not locked.
Okay.
It is an unlocked footlocker. Inside is what appears to be a bunch of fairly old, mouldy clothes.
Oh.
They've been in there so long, they've all gone mouldy.
Okay. As I'm putting them out, this is gross. It's disgusting. Look at this.
You're putting them out, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're all Calaman colours.
Okay. It's okay. These were just left. They've been here a while.
I guess we go through them all.
Yeah, just to see, because there might be something at the bottom of this chest. So she's quite determined to see if there's anything.
So
in there.
the pair of you take some time to go through each locker.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the same. You find a bunch of mouldy clothes, blankets, that kind of thing, all in the Calaman colours and everything else. I'll also say that because you're spending time in this room, one of you notices that in all of the beds and the blankets that are on top of these beds, these cots, there appears to be a hole and some fairly big blood stains in each one.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the Calaman army here were slaughtered at night time by the Dragon Army, and whatever got the Dragon Army doesn't appear to be here. It would also explain why there was a pile of bones out in the courtyard. They were the Calaman soldiers. And I think
they could have been poisoned, sleep or stuff like that, so they didn't wake up while they were being
I think
killed.
The hole in each bed might be a sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a hole. It's not a round hole. It is like a slit. So you're quite right.
So it's probably a sword.
It looks like a sword has gone through the blanket and through the bed, and obviously the person who is sandwiched in between.
Yeah. But I saw my comment, it's funny, no one woke up and there aren't any other signs of struggle, which suggests maybe they were just out cold, yeah.
Or maybe maybe the Dragon Army did a better job than us of trying to sneak around.
It's like stealth murder. Okay.
You can hear Yorg smashing up the kitchen.
Okay.
While you've been raiding the lockers, you can hear York smash up the kitchen.
I say to Fizzwiz, do you want to go back to the kitchen? I think we're
let's help him make a
done
fire.
in here. Let's go.
So as you turn round to face the doorway,
appearing
in front of you,
let's bring that fire back,
is indeed a figure of a knightly woman.
I won't be behind the fire.
Who's just standing there.
Oh no.
And I think that Fizz is remarkably confident in this moment. It's surprisingly so. And it's just
Shivin just hops and falls backwards and shoots an arrow off to the ceiling.
No.
Sorry, you shoot an arrow in the ceiling.
Yeah, she sort of falls. She's holding her short bow, and she falls back and lets an arrow off by mistake.
Okay. Well, you weren't, because you were You were just raiding the room.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have had it out at that point. Good point.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yes.
Yes.
No, that's fine.
And
She
he
just falls backwards. That's fine.
Would Fizz notice the Calaman colours on her and the Calaman armour?
You clearly not necessarily colour,
but
everything
armor.
about her is kind of wistful colour. You know, a wistful grey. But you recognise the style of it.
Yeah, this must have been. And he looks at the ghost. And he's like holds his hand up and he's like trying to look as defensive, not defensive, as unoffensive as possible. He's like, what did York say? Damn it! My life is my honor. My life or my honor. In the forest of mythos.
And with that, the figure fades away.
Oh, thank God.
She looked like a knight. They must have been slaughtered by them here.
And Shilin, you hear as Fizzwiz is talking to you, just behind your ear, you hear the whisper, "Don't let the fires go out."
Alright, excuse me, can you hear that? Is that just me? Am I going mad in here?
Hear what?
There's a voice saying, whispering literally in my ear, "Don't let the fires go out."
Don't let the fires go out.
It's just said it again. Shilin's on the verge of having a heart attack. She's literally like freaked out.
Let's go back to Yorg, and he will let. Do you want him? He's like, "Do you want me to go first, and we'll leave the fire here and have it follow us?"
Yeah, please.
Let's get the party back together.
Yeah.
Right, Yorg, you've been busy smashing up the kitchen.
Yes. Chairs, table, until I've got like a healthy pile of wood in the bottom of the brazier. I'll get the bearskin rugs from the back of the cart as well, sling those on. And then I'll pull out a flask of oil and pour that over the top.
Grom and Ayaka, are we just like legging it back down to the rest of the group?
Absolutely.
Because we just seen them ghosts, man.
Yeah. I'll definitely start to move my way down after the ghost disappears, and I'll get to about right here where I can see down this channel. Fizz, you down there?
Yeah. And he like poke his head out of the corner. He's like, "Oh, I can see you. We're in here making a fire. There's a ghost here."
You got Shilin with you?
Yeah. I will inform York, though, that there's a ghost in Calaman Knight armor, and I said the thing that he says.
Okay, I'll make my way down here into the room.
Yeah, I'll get a leg it down.
Yeah, I have a weird hunch. They keep saying don't let the fires go out, but what fires exactly? Like, is there a specific flame? So I'm going to go back into the officers' meeting room, and with a flint, just a simple flint, try to light every single one of these candles in the officers' room.
Okay. As you are trying to light them, it's like the flint isn't working. It's not catching on anything. Normally the flint and steel should work. You should get sparks straight away. This is not. It's not accepting it. Like 1 out of every 5 tries sparks. And some of the candles are just puddles of wax. And even the wicks have just burnt down to ash.
So, realizing that, I'm going to return back to the party, and I'm going to...
So as you turn around to leave the room...
Back in the room.
Oh. No.
What's wrong? What?
Oh, God, she's got a token!
Oh. Oh, no! Oh, I walked right into her. Oh, boy.
That's not what you want.
And she's like,
so you almost walk into her, and then you back off, but she is there, floating in front of you.
I do a quick salute, and I put it down, and I say, we are trying to make sure that all the lights can be lit, but seems that fires don't want to light in this area. Is there something we can do to make sure that the fires will light for you and in this post?
The ghost form starts to slowly move and hover, float its way towards you. And you just hear all around you, it's not coming from her, it's just coming from around you in the room, several voices kind of overlaid. Don't let the fires go out. Don't let the fires go out.
As she
she's
comes
slowly floating towards you.
Okay. As she comes closer, I put my bow in between us, slowly put an arrow just in my hands, not my bow, and I say, okay, if you are a friend, back up about 5 feet. You know, we don't have to start crossing these personal boundaries now. And let's just talk about how to keep the fires lit. That's all I want to do for you. Help me help you.
She continues towards you, very slowly. And again, you hear voices overlaid. Some are men, some are women. Don't let the fires go out.
Oh, I know they're not going to like this, but quite frankly, you're giving me the bad vibes. So you know what? I'm done talking. And I fire the arrow at the ghost.
Let's fucking go.
Hawk, perception check.
What was that?
Hawk, can you do a perception check?
Yep, sure. That is going to be perception, plus 4. That is a 16 total.
You hear in the door further up like a thunk into the door as your arrow goes. Just it barely makes a breeze through the ghost and thunks straight back into the door.
I immediately recognize the sound of an arrow hitting wood, and I turn to the rest of the group and say, guys, Aegir's in trouble. We need to go see. And I leg it down the end of the corridor.
He looks at Shelling. Ghost!
So as that happens, Aek, you shoot the arrow, hits the door, and you see the typical scene from Ghostbusters, librarian. As she hovers towards you, she gets angry. The face changes, the jaw extends as it roars into your face. The hair's going mad. Can you roll me?
I told you not to say get her.
Yeah.
No, I know what's coming.
Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Oof, let's try.
DC 13.
Oh, it was what?
DC 13. It's a wisdom saving throw.
DC 13. I just want to say for a minute, the power and the might of Beetle and Grimm's dice, which is what I'm using today from the Game Master set from Beetles and Grimm. This wonderful D20 can be yours, as it just rolled an 18 on the die face, and thank God I'm safe. Holy moly.
Yeah! I fucking love ghosts.
So you feel this, this isn't just cold. The temperature drops rapidly, and you get that kind of breath coming on as she comes straight for you, and her face just comes right into yours, and you feel her pass through your body. Now with that, you're going to take a 5 points of damage, and it's not done by damage as such. It's just the intense cold inside your body. As it passes through, you turn around, she's gone.
Chilled your soul.
I reach for the arrow, knocked into the door, with a quick twist, pull it out, add it to my quiver, and I kind of shout to the sky, well, if we're trying to help you, there's no reason to be violent about it. Work on your communication skills, that's all I'm saying.
So I'll get down there, Dave, and I will kick the door open and say, Aegir, you okay?
Oh yeah, that ghost really sucks when it comes to working as a team.
What was it the same one that we saw on the stairs?
Oh yeah, the one with the basement smile? Yeah, absolutely.
Had some sort of I don't know, it looked like a pocket watch or something in one hand and a little lantern in the other.
Yeah, I asked her, hey, we don't want the fires to go out either. Could you tell us how? Apparently that was rude, and she decided to walk through me. And I'm going to be honest, I can't recommend it. Not a good time.
But did you hear the voices saying, don't let the fires go out?
Yeah, she had friends all over the room, different vendors, people.
But were any of those voices coming from her?
Clarification, Game Master, was it coming from her as well?
No.
I don't think it was coming from her.
Okay, as attractive as she looked, I don't think she's anything that we want to be hanging around with.
No. She seems like Flynn Flint by the sounds of it.
I sort of lunge into the room, grab Akia, and then drag him all the way to the others. So that we're back down here with
while you're doing that, you were outside by the cart.
Well, I dragged the brazier into the kitchen. I've chopped all the firewood up. I've thrown a couple of bear skin rugs over the top, and I've poured a healthy dose of oil over the lot. Yep. Grom's back in. Hold on before we light it. Oh. Has anyone seen where this is supposed to go? Where was it taken from?
What, the brazier or?
Yeah, the brazier. Has anyone seen a holder or a stand somewhere where it's supposed to be mounted?
I mean, Fizzwist and I didn't see anything in the dorm room, but that's not to say like
you, Grom.
Well, I mean, we didn't see anything upstairs. It was an empty room, right?
Yeah, just an exposed parapet.
Does this look like it's big enough to be a signal fire? Dave.
Who? Oh, you asking me?
Yeah. Does this look big enough that it'd be, part of a lighting signal that they would use between forts to communicate?
Yes.
Okay. Have you said you went upstairs, Grum? Sorry. Did you say you went upstairs, Josh?
Yeah, we did. We went upstairs.
I think this has been taken from the top of the tower. I think this is like a signal fire that the fort would use when it's under attack to warn the other forts around to send aid. I think this needs to go to the top of the tower. So
wouldn't hurt to try. And I'll walk over and kind of help you hold it, I guess. Pick it up and start moving towards
to the guy.
The stairs.
I think the ghost is maybe a leader, a knight, a commander here from before the Dragon Army. Dave, would I personally know? Because obviously GM and DM Ian knows about ghosts as the thing, but as Fizzwith, would he know that like appeasing the soul of a ghost or anything like that would help put them to rest, or do I need to make a check for that? Because I don't want to say it as a player without.
That's kind of one of those things that it's one of those myths. So I think you kind of know it. It's one of those childhood things. Oh,
ghost lore.
Yeah.
I said
you're supposed to sanctify the bones or something.
My life or my honor, and I maybe the bones outside there in the backyard that Hope saw, that as well. Maybe we can do something with that with Kiri, wrong. But I think we need to act friendly, and I think that if we can prove that we're on Calaman's side.
Maybe they let the fires die out, and so it wasn't ready when they needed to raise the alarm. Maybe that's what it's to do with that. Somebody attacked the fort and they'd, through their negligence, allowed the fire to go out, got taken by surprise, and then couldn't call for aid when it was needed.
Well, I think surprises are all right. Okay, Shilling, the beds, every one of them, swords through the bed. The soldiers were killed in their sleep.
Then they were not doing their duty.
Yeah.
Grom, if you can give me a hand, we'll take this to the top of the tower.
And as you guys are talking and saying all that stuff, you see Flynn barreling through, dragging Ayaka behind him, saying, "Ghosts, ghosts, we've got ghosts. Anyone got a plan?"
Like before?
Yeah.
Oh yes, like before, except this one was a little bit more touchy-feely. I'm talking, you want to get a restraining order type touchy-feely.
It walked through me. It was not fun.
Don't attack her. She's the Calaman soldier here. If you attack her, she'll think you're dragging on me.
Are either one of you hurt?
I mean, it wasn't pleasant when the ghost walked through me, but I'll be all right for a little while.
All right, York, let's get this brazier to the top.
Yeah, I will.
Right, what are we doing?
Carry upstairs. We're taking this brazier to the top of the tower, and then we're going to light it with. We're going to light it.
Okay, I'll help. Come on, let's get it, and I'll help carry it as well.
Okay,
so there's three of us at least carrying it.
It's going to take 3 of you at least to carry it.
Okay. Shannon will just follow Fizzwiz.
So who's carrying it?
I got a hand on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You make a strength check each.
I'm training at the back.
26.
Ooh! I rolled a natural 20, which with athletics is 27.
Oh!
I only rolled.
Hawk did it on his own.
I only rolled a 10.
Okay. So, Grom, Hawk, and York, can you put yourselves on the stairs?
Yep.
Where is everyone else?
I'm going to trail behind, either behind or in front of Fizzwiz, whatever's easier, just to keep an eye out and potentially guard the steps on the way up in case anything comes at us.
I'll be following them with a flaming sphere ready to light it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put this up on the screen.
Probably trail the flaming sphere behind me.
There
Yeah. And I'll be like maybe.
Right, so Fizz, right, you're in the square because they're going up the stairs. So Fizz and Ayek back into the main square.
Oh, here? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a few more of them. All right.
So as
Suddenly
you guys who are going up the stairs, you're struggling with the brazier going up the stairs around the corner. Grom, you lose your footing, you lose your grip. Luckily, Hawk with his nat 20 managed to just capture the weight. It doesn't go further back down the stairs, but it gives you an opportunity just to kind of refocus your grip. Check your footing where it is. Okay.
Oh, that fell.
As you're carrying it up the stairs, the light from your hammer goes off. It's gone. The Hawk, you're not carrying a torch because you're carrying a brazier.
No. Yeah.
Fizz, your magic goes out. Boom. Your magic sphere disappears. And Ayek, you've kind of disappeared as a ghost. Starts walking up. Well, actually, no. It just comes through the wall. 3 ghosts surround you in the ground floor. And again, you hear, "Don't let the fires go out. Don't let the fires go out."
I dock into the bow and
heavy breathing.
Yeah, I dock into the bow and I'm like, we're working on it. Jeez.
My life or my honor. My life or my honor. Just let them make the
Fizz,
first.
You see this one start to move towards you. You've got one each basically, so you can all make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Is this considered a magical effect?
No. And the 3 of you upstairs, you can hear whatever's going on downstairs.
14!
I got an 8.
17.
Okay. Right. Fizz, what did you get?
14.
Okay, 14 is a pass.
Damn.
Okay. So, each of the ghosts, as they appear in front of you again, like Ghostbusters, they rip out and their faces distort as they pound into your bodies. And with each one, the ghost disappears. You all take 5 points of damage.
What type of damage is that, Dave?
Damage.
Just damage, because I was trying to see, like, why, because I can take half depending on what it is, but...
No.
Just actual
5
damage.
points of damage.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Cold.
So, Ayuk, Fizz, how did that affect you?
After feeling it again, it doesn't get any easier. I can still feel like my body fighting some other form moving through it. I'm just kind of grabbing my chest, trying to force a cocksure smile as I'm breathing heavily, with a bit of a laugh and a giggle. I'm 10 points down from my max, but I'm trying not to show it.
You see Fizz he closes his eyes, but he doesn't stumble back. And this whole time he's kept his hat off that you guys have, been going through this together. And he closes his eyes with his hand out as the ghost enters him, and and feels the pain and the cold shudders through him. And then he comes to and sees Ayuk trying to force the smile, but he actually smiles, and he's like, "We're going to be fine. We'll get the brazier lit. We'll put them at peace." And then he turns to Shilling, smiling, and
you see Shilling slowly turn around to face you, Fizz, and her face is just normal. She's not smiling, and then if she seems to kind of cock her head slightly to the side, and you see her eyes as a blue faint glow in them. And then she's trying to copy your smile. And if you've seen the poster for the film The Smile,
yeah,
it goes up and it gets bigger and bigger.
And there's almost a sympathetic smile with Fizz. He's like, my life or my honor. We're here to save you from the dragon army.
And she screams in your face.
Fuck!
Let the fires go out. And Shilling, you are now going to attack Fizz and Ayuk.
Oh,
okay, so all three of you can roll initiative.
All right.
Oh.
Boom!
Oh, God.
Go for it.
22.
Ayuk, 22.
16!
16, Shilling?
I got... Oh my God, I rolled in that one, so...
Oh, you're going.
I don't know who else to for, but
the only time you want to roll in that one.
Yeah, and I use real dice for this one, man.
Right, so guys on the stairs holding a brazier, you're in pitch blackness, and you hear Shilling's voice scream, "Don't let the fires go out." Are you going to go up? Or are you going to go down?
I'm going to go up, and if I have to go up on my own, I will.
No.
And I say the words.
Compared to the way that you're positioned, you're at the bottom of the stairs. To you,
I'm
to me.
at the top of the stairs.
Well, that's going.
That's the bottom there, where we come in.
That's the bottom there, isn't it?
No, that's the bottom there. So you're going this way.
Well, the stairs are going up.
Right there!
So that's going down.
Okay, well then I'll put myself at the other side.
So that would be going.
Hey,
up.
I'm going to stay in the middle because I'm steadying the whole thing at the moment.
Okay, then I'm in the back.
Switch around. So Grom, that's you put the short
Yogi!
on the bottom, taking all the weight.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
no wonder I slipped and fell.
Right, so
Quinn just yells out to Yorg, "Yorg, we need to get this done."
Yeah, I will carry it on my own if I have to, and at that point, I say Skvald and activate the rune on my shield that creates fiery chains in the middle of the brazier, and I'm lighting it on the stairs. I will take the heat damage if I have to, carrying it back up, but I want this lit now.
Good.
Okay. So you're lighting it, and Hawk is still holding it, and Grom is still holding it.
Yeah, they can let go if they want to. I will carry it on my own if I have to.
This thing is made of brass, so it's going to really conduct the heat.
Yep, I will have to take damage.
Yeah, but it won't do that for at least a round.
I'll give you that. That's fine. I'll give you that.
It's not like metal things just heat up instantly.
Well, the amount of oil and wood he's put in there.
Yeah,
it's like going to
it does light up the stairway, though. That's fine.
You've made a bomb.
Okay. Ayek, you see Shilling is now seemingly possessed. She draws her bow.
Yeah.
And starts to... well, Shilling, you tell me. Who are you going to go for first?
You
don't have to use a bow. You can use anything.
Well, I think as a ghost, I wouldn't be acting rationally, right? I think I'd just go for the person nearest to me. So I'm gonna use my dagger.
Hell yeah, you would.
So it's like, so Fizzwiz,
cool. Use that
jab.
horrible serrated poison dagger. Great. Go
I was like, oh, I could roll to see which dagger I choose. Got 3, so it's got 1 out of 3. But
I have chosen for you.
Oh, chosen for me. Fair enough. I will use that horrible dagger. So, 18 plus 8. So I think that's going to hit.
18 plus 8?
Wait,
yeah.
No. It's not your go, Shilling. I was just asking you who you want to attack first.
Oh, Fizzwiz, 100%.
Ayek. You can see Shilling. Shilling is going to go for Fizz with this mean. It's like a big Bowie knife with all big serrated edges on it. It looks quite.
It's her special knife.
Does Fizz have a moment to chat?
Okay, so yeah.
Don't hurt her.
So, drawing the bow, I'm gonna aim for either her foot or like the shoulder where some loose. That's what I'm looking for. Loose clothing is. My goal is to pin her in place.
Cool shot. Yeah, go for it.
All right. Fortune the die face, total of 22.
Yeah, that hits definitely.
But you wanted not to hurt her.
Okay.
You're aiming for like loose clothes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to allow that, but it doesn't. It goes into loose clothes, but does not pin her.
Okay. With my extra attack, then I realize there's nothing to pin her, so I just kind of look at her foot and I go, "I'm sorry." Ask Grom to heal it, and I shoot her right in the foot.
Nice.
It's gonna be a human pincushion
Got
again.
an arrow to the knee. You've just condemned her to godhood forever.
I used to be an adventurer too until I took an arrow to the knee.
And we'll just think the retirement's gonna be very cushy. And that is a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah,
That's
definitely
gonna hit.
hits. Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Okay. Maximum damage, that's 11.
11 points damage. Your foot is stuck to the
Have
floor.
my foot
Fizz.
And then with my
Fizz.
move action,
And Fizz is like, no.
I'm gonna grab Fizz and I'm gonna throw him out of the way. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, it's okay. It's okay. She's still alive. She's just gonna have a limp. And let me tell you, it's not the worst thing you can have. Okay?
Just gone through the soft tissue. That's always fine, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine."
Looks at your leg. He's like, yeah, no, I get it. And you watch. He's like, we need to restrain her. And he watches like there's like a shimmer of silver that charges up him, and he pulls it from the wand and then throws it towards Shilling. Provided that's the end of your go, Ayek.
It is.
Oh yeah, that's my turn.
Cool.
Sorry.
Make sure I wasn't jumping in there. And then the silver kind of like falls to the ground, and you watch as this like the other guys have seen it like this like earth starts to be conjured, and a silver and dirt hand comes up and is going to try and grab at Shilling. I'd like to try and do this without dealing the damage if possible, please, Dave. But I will let you say whether or not that's a thing that I can do.
It is not a thing you can do.
I'm really sorry, Shilling. I need you to make a saving throw for me. 2 seconds. I just need to cast the actual spell. Earthen Grasp. There it is. And I can my features and traits. I think immediately adept. Just cast that now. So you need to make me a spell of. Can you make me a straight saving throw, please? DC 15.
Ah, my worst one. Oh, that's a 13.
Okay.
I failed.
It is a fail.
Shilling ain't looking
This
too
hand.
shiny.
grabs you and like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he will scream up like, "You get the brazier to the top. We'll try and keep Shilling alive." And there's like a pause there. You're going to take 2d6 worth of damage. It's not bad. 7.
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, we're still on double digits, guys. It's fine.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage. It squeezes you, but yeah. You're restrained.
Sweet.
Shilling, you'll go.
Okay, right. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think I'm like honed in on Fizzwiz in my like irrational ghost brain. So I'm gonna kind of lurch and we'll try and lurch forward, despite having like an arrow in my foot and being restrained.
So to break out, the restrained target can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target can escape and is no longer restrained by the hand.
Okay, right. Let's go. So I'll try it and get out of as an action to get out of the restraint. So. I've rolled a 15 on the dice, so I think I've broken that, isn't it? So what was the save?
DC is 15.
Excellent, yes, I think I've already done that anyway, so... I think, yeah, the additional things, I think
So what happens is you break out of Fizz's magic, and at the same time as you take a step forward, you wrench your foot, breaking the arrow that's pinning you to the ground, doing even more damage. We'll come on to that in a sec.
Yeah.
And then moving on to Fizz. Roll your hit and damage, Shilling.
Oh, hit and damage. Cool. Am I using my dagger of venom?
Yes.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Oh, 17?
Yeah, I can't even shield that.
Okay.
Silvery barbs. Re-roll and take the lowest.
Re-roll. Okay. So what did I roll? So I did 17 before.
As it's like just about to come down,
Or
he's like, no!
22, and that would have been a crit. That was nearly a crit. It rolled off, but that's a 22 now.
Still the lowest.
So the lowest would have been
He
22.
shouts no, and the blade still comes through.
Okay, so I've already... Shall I roll damage again, just to keep it even, or should I just go
you've
my
got your
previous
damage. Roll your,
yeah, so it's 8 damage, and I think you... poison. So you can use an attack called Thick Back Poison to coat the bane. Poison remains for 1 minute or until an attack using this weapon hits a creature. That creature must succeed a DC 15 con save or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute.
What's that DC? I've not made a mistake yet.
Yeah, so you got to do a con save of 15, otherwise you take additional 2d10, I believe.
14 plus 2. 16.
Ooh.
Oh, so you pass. It's cool. And there's no half damage, it's just either that or the thing. So yeah.
Okay.
Pass the final
He's like,
save.
on, guys on the stairs.
Yep, we're taking it up.
Go on in, strength
Double
check.
time.
22.
Pass.
Not a nat 20 for me, but it's still
5.
good.
It's because you're on the bottom of the
18.
stairs in pitch black.
Yeah.
There, you got all this weight, and now it's on fire. What the hell are they doing?
Yeah, 5.
And they keep going to you,
18
to
for
me,
me.
and you're like, but there's 3 of us. Right, so you luckily, George and Hawk between them managed to steady it. Anything else you guys want to do?
Action surge to move again.
Because
Yeah,
you can
same
hear
here.
all the noises from downstairs.
Yeah.
There's definitely something
Yeah.
going on.
Okay.
That's 20, dirty 20.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Now you're doing the action surge, but how are the
19.
others going to keep up?
well, I've got action surge as well, so I'll keep up.
Okay.
And I've just
Okay,
rolled a
yeah, and in this
19.
moment, like I've slipped twice, and I'm further down the stairs. I can hear. I'm gonna yell to them. Do you two have this? There's something going on back there,
Yeah,
and I'm
we've
not
got it.
much
We've
of
got
help.
it. Go and help them downstairs. We've got this.
Yeah.
Rom.
All right, I'll just
Go,
kind of
Grom.
like lay my side down a little bit, like wait.
Yeah.
Try to get Flynn to like steady it, and I'm gonna move back downstairs.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
just shuffle round a little bit to compensate for where he's going.
So you run downstairs. Grom, roll initiative for me, please.
And I think seeing you, because we'd be like, oh, do you make it around that corner actually? Because I don't know if I can see you.
I don't. Well, let's see. I'd probably stop right there at the door.
As you like
19.
running. She's possessed. She's possessed.
How What was the initiative? What was your...
I rolled a 17 plus 2, 19.
17.
So
Okay,
19.
so you can see what appears to be shilling. Is a lot of sort of blood coming out of her foot and her leg, and she's attacking Fizz. Ayek, your turn.
Okay. I draw another bow and I draw another arrow and I pull it back and I shout to Grom, "What's easier to fix, 1 foot or 2?"
Oh, you're yelling! Oh, yelling this to me?
Yeah, I'm yelling at Grom. Yeah, what's easier to fix, 1 foot or 2?
Wait, hold! Don't fire.
Do you have something in mind?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna pull, drop prone, and withhold my action until Grom does what he's doing to figure out if I'm gonna shoot Shilling or not.
Okay, Grom, your turn.
Okay. I will. I'll look directly at Shilling, and I'll hold my hand out, and you'll see this blue. You'll see this blue light that will appear around my hand, and I'll look directly at her and just say, "Shilling, come back to us." And I'll I'll pulse it. I'll push it out like a pulse, and it will hit her, and it will wrap around her. But instead of dissipating, it will it'll implode into her, and I will cast Calm Emotions.
Nice.
So you need to make a Charisma saving throw.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Now, Dave, is that on the ghost stats, or is that on Shilling stats?
That is 14. Oh, I got 14. Just.
That's a fail.
Ooh.
So that means I would choose that she is indifferent to us, like she will not attack. And then I'll yell out, "No one attack her! No one attack! No one move!"
Fizz, what do you want to do?
Does this seem to have calmed her down? Do you want to roll an insight check?
I will say she starts to lower the dagger.
But not in a
Her
fast,
eyes are
stabby
still
motion.
glowing. Yeah, it's not like
Like a
you
Hitchcock
can
film.
see something is going on.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully it's good for Shilling. I want Shilling to survive this.
Hey, that's good. Hold, Grom. I think that's the right thing to do. I'm going to leave her area of reach.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't
Oh, no
She doesn't attack of opportunity. She doesn't do that.
And I hold my action to have the Earthen Grasp grab you. Should you not?
So what, Grom? What exactly is the calming gonna do? Just calm her a little bit, or?
Yeah. So based on the spell, it would, if she is a I guess a negative attack or a force against us, she becomes indifferent to any of us. Like, she will not attack, she will not do anything, but if any of us attack her in any way, then that will be broke and she will start to attack again. So
again, we're going to use Ghostbusters as a reference here. Here you've got Sigourney Weaver when she's just panting. So you've got Shilling in the middle of the room holding the dagger, kind of just, and you can see that she's pale and she's sweaty and still bleeding out of her leg.
So it's a crazed expression, no, right?
The end of the round. Right, York, Hawk.
Yep, continue.
Strength check, final strength check.
Continue
to
up.
Get to the top.
Natural 20.
Well
That'd
done.
be 28, please.
Yeah.
Didn't get quite as much, but I rolled a 19 on the dice, and it's just a straight strength check, isn't it?
It's a straightforward strength, yeah.
Yeah, so 23 total.
Okay, so both of you, York leading the run, you're carrying this very heavy, getting hot brazier into... where do you want to put it? You're on top of the tower. Where do you want to put it?
Where I think it should go, they're normally kept in the centre, I'd imagine.
So you can walk around
so
it,
centre of the tower, yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Center of tower.
I imagine there's probably a bit where it used to be, isn't there? Like we could sort of make out on the floor.
Yeah, like the discoloured
it's only
flagstone
because
or something.
It's like, yes. So there, if you'd actually had a look the first time everyone was up there, they would have noticed there was a circle in the middle. No one did actually have a look around. They just looked outside rather than inside the tower or the top of the tower.
So, well, because York is the most knowledgeable on this, let's just put it down where you think it should go, and then take a look around. And if we need to move it, we'll move it.
Yeah, I would put it in the centre so everybody can walk around it, and if that also then coincides with a circle, then perfect.
Okay, so while you're doing that, it's getting very hot. Both of you roll a 1d6 damage.
4 for me. So it's 4 plus damage. Yeah.
4 for me too.
Okay. So just as it starts to burn your hands where you just can't hold it anymore, you have to start staggering back. The fire really catches on and flames up. Immediately, Hawk and Yorg, you feel warm. There's warmth around you, mostly coming from the fire, but you start to realize it is actually a warm evening anyway. Downstairs, Shilling, you feel the person, the entity that was inside you, when you saw through your own eyes what you were doing, being made to do, there was this huge amount of sadness and sorrow from this woman. You feel as the power to move your own body comes back to you, and the complete pain in your leg starts to explode in your brain. You feel from that same entity, you feel relief.
Excellent. Cool. As she feels like the presence sort of leave her body, she just collapses on the floor and just puts her head in her hands. It's just like, I don't think even the pain is here yet from the leg. She's still kind of in shock and a bit kind of like, well, I've just been possessed type thing. So, yeah, she's kind of just staring at the floor in a state of like, what's just happened? And yeah, when she musters sort of, or comes back to herself, she says, oh my God, Fizzliz, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And just keeps muttering it over and over again.
And he is just beaming at you. And he's just like, you're fine. You're fine. And he comes over and hands Hope the rat to you. And it's just like, he's just like stroking it. It's just like trying to be
it's a comfort animal.
As the spirit leaves your body, Shilling, you see Grom, because you're standing in the way. The ghost is not exactly smiling down at you, Grom, but there is a thankfulness in her expression. And she tries not to pass through you. She tries to go around you, slightly passing through the wall. And you see her slowly kind of float upstairs.
Can we follow her up?
You can't. Well, Shilling probably can't.
Shilling's messed up.
Oh, I want to see this. And he just runs.
You don't run upstairs?
Right. I'll quickly move over to Shilling. Let me see that foot. And I'll lay my hand on it, cure wounds.
Excellent.
That's 11 points of healing.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Killed it on that one.
Very, very sorry, Shilling. My hope was to pin you. I didn't know the ghost was going to make you walk right through the arrow. Otherwise, I would have done something else.
No, so I completely understand. It's fine. You know, these situations, we never know what to do until, they happen. So it's cool. I'm just glad I'm not dead, if I'm being honest.
Same here.
Lucky to be alive.
Grom, Shilling, Ayek, what are you doing? You staying down, or you want to follow Wiz?
After that, I'll make my way up.
Same.
Yeah.
Up on up.
I'm going to hobble up. I mean, I think I've pulled the arrow out of my foot if it's still there. 'Cause I'm not sure if I broke the restraint or like.
The ghost wrenched it out your foot. Anyway.
Oh, sweet. Okay, yeah. So I'm kind of like, feels
So-
like.
Does the magic
Thanks for that.
healing like completely heal it then?
Yeah, am I still in a little bit of pain, or is it like I'm kind of tip top and skipping up the stairs?
Grom, you can explain.
I mean, after I've sort of like hit it with the healing, you're essentially what you'll see is like the top, like where it went in, like it will just like kind of naturally, like even the material will just will naturally heal.
Oh, amazing. Okay.
So you're, as far as your foot is concerned, because that was the point of like where the healing was done, your foot is good to go.
Okay, cool. So I'm still like, that feels better than what I thought it would, and kind of make my way up the stairs.
Okay, so Jorg and Hawk, you're upstairs with the brazier, which is now fully lit. You can hear running, lots of footfalls coming up the stairs. But around you, you see two ghosts appear opposite you around the brazier. And as the third one slowly floats up with the rest of them, your party kind of trotting on behind, you see the ghosts kneel down in front of you. And one of the ghosts, the female ghost, proclaims, she says, "Friends and companions, we humbly beg for your forgiveness. 10 years ago, Fort Dyer housed a garrison of 10 Calaman soldiers. 3 of them were in charge of keeping the large brazier lit at the top of the watchtower every night. One night, the 3 got drunk and they allowed the fire to go out. That same night, the fort was besieged by barbarians and the entire garrison was murdered. Racked with guilt and remorse, the 3 guards were now condemned to walk the grounds. That was us. If we had only kept our word and maintained the fire, you would have survived the cowardly attack on our home. We would. We accept the blame for our deaths and ask only to rest in peace after all these years of grief." And then around you, just around, hovering outside the tower, the parapets, 7 other incorporeal soldiers suddenly appear, and with a single nod, they release the 3 ghosts, and all of them disappear together.
Oh.
I think Fizz is like.
And that is the end of our one shot of Unfinished Business.
Oh,
Nice.
Love it.
that was good.
Yeah, as
Well
like they
done.
disappear, Fizz would be like beaming, and he like holds up the severed arm. He's like, "Bye."
I forgot you still had that.
I'll just lean down. I'll just lean down to Fizz and I'll say, whispering in his ear, "Est solaris of mythos. My honor is my life, Fizz. Not or. It's not a choice we have."
That's Solarith. One more time for me, please. This is an Ian, not me, not Fizz. Fizz would repeat it back to you.
Est solaris of mythos. My honor
Est solaris
is
of
my
mythos.
life.
I'm gonna write that down. And he would just, he'd nod and say it back to you. That was awesome.
Cool.
That was good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good old ghost story.
Uh,
You know,
And
what
that's
happens.
also
very creepy with the whispering of
Yeah.
don't let the fires go out. That's really
Yeah.
good.
That is
Yeah.
also
Well done, bro. on York realizing that was a brazier for the top, because I had no clue.
I wouldn't have a clue either. I was like, oh, it looks like some sort of fireplace.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
It's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun
and
shop
it's
in the
on
office.
Game of
Big,
Thrones, yeah.
the big throw out there was like, you see a brazier, it's worth like 15 gold pieces. Like, in my gamer brain would have been like, oh, who needs that?
Yeah, no, I was thinking
Yeah.
that. No
We
point.
do. It's epic.
Yep.
So we're
Nice
our
one.
next episode. We'll catch up from where we're left off. You will be heading back to the city of Calaman to report your findings. Remember, you've got your mission report logs. Fill them in, print them off, fill them in, and Ayek we will be saying goodbye. He was going to head back over to Raven and the crew at Will Watch Fort to maintain there. And who knows, you may see him again soon.
Was that it? Are we not seeing you again after this?
I don't believe so, but you never know.
Yeah, never say never.
I'm not saying never. I'm just saying I don't believe. But you never know what is going to happen and what twists and fates the Avengers hold for us all. So we'll see.
I feel like
Well,
this should
either
be a
way,
Guardians of the Galaxy moment, and we ask for his leg.
Yeah. That's right. Get his leg.
I'm like,
No, I'm going to need that leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that leg, Ike.
Yeah.
Gonna need that.
Deprive my cold dead hands.
Yeah.
Well done,
Thanks,
everybody.
thanks for
Again,
joining us, BJ.
Thank
you
you,
so much for having
PJ, for
us.
joining us. It's always a pleasure to
Yeah,
have you
It was
on.
fun.
You got the touch,
Absolutely.
man.
It was-
You got the touch.
Probably in 3 weeks. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. I look forward to hanging out with y'all sometime later. Thank you so much.
Cool. Now,
Awesome.
next for our players, guys, we won't have a guest for next session because it's a shopping episode. You get to go
It's
back
the
to
reckoning
Calaman.
episode, not the shopping episode.
It's the what episode?
The reckoning episode.
The reckoning.
The reckoning. It's a reckoning.
We're about to Calaman and
The
we're gonna
girl
find the
school
box.
teacher on everyone.
He's going to tell everyone off now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
PDRs are due. School reports. Detentions.
We're taking all that shit with us here, right? All the candlesticks that are worth something.
Chandelier.
You
That's
can
right.
take whatever you want.
Just decorate the tent with a chandelier.
You can take the rotten clothing, the chests, whatever. Yeah.
Oh, about smell horrible. Damn. Ugh, nasty
You
clothes.
all smashed out the kitchen. But yeah, so next session, we'll be back in 2 weeks, folks. And we'll be doing a shopping episode.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool. Until next time, we've been fantastic. You've been amazing. If you've managed to watch all this way, whether it's live or unlive, you watch it on YouTube. Well done for getting this far. I hope you enjoyed it. But if you would like to be a guest player, just like PJ, get in touch. We love meeting new people, new faces. So come on and play some games and roll some dice. We love it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna say bye now. It's the end of our game. We well ran over there. Sorry
Worth
about
it.
that, but
Sorry.
I was just
No,
kind of letting
Totally
you.
worth it.
We were
figure
too
it all out.
scared. We just didn't go in. Just skirting past.
Never apologize
Go
for
in, go in.
giving us more D&D. It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Whatever shall we do?
Oh, God. Oh. Hate this game. Nerds.
Yeah, everyone's done with. In and out. Burn it to the ground. Leave.
Right. And with that, we'll see you next time. See you later. Bye.
Bye.